Hello, and welcome back to episode 2 of Battlelords of the 23rd Century, the Battle of Crécy. Did I do it right? It was close.
You're good.
A little bit. You know what? It's a different place. It's not even in France.
It's not even in France.
Yeah, so
Space Crécy.
with the space France accent,
The Crécy.
Crécy.
Spacey.
It's Spacey, Battle of Spacey. We are the Encommantros, and I will stop now with the French accent. Although
We are from France.
It's gonna keep sliding though. It's gonna keep sliding. We are playing Battlelords of the 23rd Century, which is a game that is very near and dear to my heart. We are playing the new edition of the game, which we are learning only slightly ahead of you. Even though I've been playing the game since 1st edition, this is now 7th edition, so a lot has changed.
About 6 editions worth.
About 6 editions worth, yeah. So, that being said, while we are doing our best to accurately portray the rule set, we may make mistakes, we may come back in subsequent episodes and
Your
be
fun
like...
is wrong!
That is true, literally. That's what I want you to take from this. Your fun is wrong, not ours. Yours. No, that's the opposite. No, don't, please, don't listen to me at all. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Your fun is
Enough for the next 3 hours. We're listening.
That is true. So, with that being said, first let's do our character introductions here. So, who you are and who are you playing? Let's start. Surprise twist over here.
I am playing Tark, who is an Aradani, all focused on hitting people with big old not lightsaber.
Laser sword.
I'm playing Thumper. Thumper is a weapons specialist and a highly mobile weapons platform.
And?
And sometimes single father.
And?
A fought.
Adorable?
A bunny.
Oh yeah, I'm a fought. I'm a cyber fought now.
Mm-hmm. And who are you who is adopting the guise of...
Oh, Alkin Gersh.
Yep, the Alquin Gersh.
Yeah, different elves.
Different elves.
Hello, I am Melee Damage, and I will be playing Dr. Ace McSteamy. She is the medic and the sniper of the group, and an Arayan rogue. So she's kind of a space flirt.
Comes with the territory.
So, an Aradani.
Right.
I'm Ash Minnick, and I'm playing Sketch, who is the pilot, very, very good pilot, and a computer specialist, and has a history in bounty hunting that she doesn't remember, but surprisingly uncanny skills at gambling and interrogating. She doesn't know why. Yeah, also an Arayan, space elf. Just here to have a good time, really. That's, fly some ships, shoot some people, have a good time. Make out a bit.
Maybe not all in that order, though. I mean, like, the order is...
It's at the same time generally.
That is true. That is true.
How do you see where you're going? Well,
You feel it.
hi, I'm Sam Delev, and I'm playing Glitch, the very flustered gen human in the group. I'm a prototype whose mutation creates an electronic countermeasured field around me that sometimes fritzes things when I get fritzed.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Hi, Sketch.
Hi.
This is also brought to you in support of Games for Love, which is a charity which is very near and dear to my heart. The official description of Games for Love is a kindness-oriented 501c3 non-profit community of gamers for the purpose of easing the suffering of children in life-threatening conditions and contribute towards building a sustainable financial future for them. And you can donate at gamesforlove.org/donate. Hopefully there is a link somewhere here-ish.
In fact, if you type in chat _love, that you'll get that link.
What?
That is my favorite command prompt.
That is true. That is true. You've been
Love.
your techno wizardry, like you've dressed the part and everything. It's incredible. And again, this is episode 2 of Battlelords, but I'm going to explain some of the things that have changed in between. But let me give you, in case this is your first time watching, Battlelords is a game set in a dangerous future. An alliance of humans and aliens is fighting for survival. The Aknarin, aka the Arachnids, have destroyed worlds and decimated populations populations as they advance into Alliance territory. Against the backdrop of war, players can take the fight to the Aknar Rin, become explorers seeking new alien species for allies and technology, or participate in espionage to further their goals of their corporate backers. You also may notice that we're all using the digital versions of the game here because the hard copy, as of this exact second, has not been released yet. However,
So fancy.
you can get both the quick start rules and the actual game itself right now in DriveThruRPG. You want the Battlelords of the 23rd Century Kickstarter Edition core rules. Make sure you pull down the core rules because there's some different versions of it. That is what we are playing with now. So, when last we met our intrepid heroes, it was graduation day. You all had signed up for your first day with the SSDC Mercenary Corporation, and were quite effective in catching some fugitives that had escaped into Greater Naxos. Now, many years have passed, and you all are actually nearing the end of your first tour. I won't go so far as to say this is your last mission, because you'd be guaranteed to all die horrifically. But your tour is almost up. You all have been many places and done many things. You have fought and bled and scraped together again and again and again. And now you have been called together again for yet another mission on the planet of Crécy. It is near the edge of Alliance space. There is a compound there that was primarily an Orion settlement. That is why they adopted the French name, because they thought it would sound cool. But they have since stopped.
It does sound cool.
It does sound cool. It does sound cool.
Oh, so that's why you couldn't pronounce it anyway, because it's Arayan.
Yes, it is Arayan. That is true. It is Arayan French, which is not at all French.
It's better. It's better than
it is
linked
double pinky
French
up
once.
French. Yeah,
Right.
because Arayans have 7 fingers, by the way.
on each hand. We
on
have
each
14
hand.
total, not just 7.
14 total.
And 14 toes.
And also 14 toes.
In total.
It's
In total.
In total, yes. The settlement there has since stopped communicating, which in these day and age usually means something terrible has happened.
They're all dead. Let's go mop up.
Certainly. And you all have been dispatched to find out why. To either lend them necessary support and help get them back online, find out what happened to them, avenge them as necessary. Your other fought compatriot, Haas, was deployed early as an advanced scout to go and find out what was going on there, and Haas has also stopped transmitting back information.
Not much of a loss there.
Hey, that's my bud.
Well,
And the squad commander.
like I said, not much of a loss.
Do you want to be in charge of everybody? Because I don't.
I don't want you to
We
be in
need
charge of
him
me.
to have to be in charge of everybody. Because it sucks.
Well, and as a FOT, he is the most qualified.
Yeah, alright.
You all have now found yourself on your UH-22 Ripley dropship. You were recently deployed from one of the...
Not ominous at all.
Not at all. Shout out to our homie. Hey, Ripley lives through everything, so it's not all bad.
Spoilers?
It's not all bad. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's been like 30 years.
I haven't
Actually,
seen it.
it's been like 40 years from the first one, so if you don't know by now. Yeah.
The fact that Ripley was in multiple films is a giveaway.
I didn't know that either.
Tone-wise, if you're not familiar with Battlelords, I often describe it as Aliens meets the Fifth Element, which 2 people at this table that I will not just bust out have not seen Aliens.
Well, we know one
It's
of them.
scary. I don't like scary movies.
Yeah, it's going to be worse when you live it. So, that is very much the tone of this. And now you all are in your dropship, rapidly approaching the orbit of this planet.
Okay.
You are just starting to enter the outer atmosphere, and things are starting to get a little bit bumpy.
Express elevator
you
going
got this
down.
Yes, it's, I'm piloting, so it's fine.
Could we smooth it out a little bit?
No, I like it.
Everyone's back. We just got some turbulence. We'll get through it in a second.
You're used to the hopping, but the rest of us are not. I'm starting to get a little vertigo.
Maybe I should get in my harness.
What is
I was
causing
gonna
the
surf down,
bumpiness?
but
It is an incredibly thick atmosphere here. It should be breathable for most of your species, according to the readouts. Like, you shouldn't get to the surface and have it like raining poison or overly methane or anything. But it is incredibly dense.
Is it primarily oxygen?
It is primarily oxygen.
Just bring your helmet.
I put my mask on then.
That is true. Eridani can have difficulty breathing that. It's the Fentari that need methane. Do Eridani need methane also? What?
I don't think it's methane, but
right.
I cannot breathe primarily oxygen.
Centauri breathe
else.
farts?
It's they hate it when you say that though. Like it's not the Ram Pythons get no limit of like joy out of this particular joke, but no, it is it's a thing of some dispute. Yes, it is the density of the atmosphere is what is causing the chop.
All right. It's just going to be a bit bumpy till we get to the planet. Just sit down. I'm sorry, it's not my normal smooth sailing, but
Yeah, you know what they say, if the ship's a rockin'.
Oh, trust me, we know when it's a rocking. We usually hear it before anything else.
I mean, didn't we have a thing where you put the orange tie on the door?
You don't need to. You're just loud enough, dear. We hear
The
it.
orange tie doesn't prevent sound.
Do I see anything on sensors?
Y'all should be sensible like me and just go to a brothel. Don't shit where you eat.
You can make a sensor check. Actually, all of you notice you all haven't seen Thumper in a while because you had shore leave. Even though you all are a functioning unit, you are not together every single day. Thumper seems different.
Different how? More experienced? World weary, perhaps?
Thumper, did you get lifts installed?
No. Whatever do you mean?
You seem a little taller there, buddy.
I've been working out a lot.
I don't know that gives you height.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't give you height.
I may have had some repairs done to my legs.
You got cosmetic surgery to be taller?
It's not cosmetic. It's functional.
No, it seems terribly cosmetic, but it's fine. That's totally fine.
From the plastic surgeon, it was mostly cosmetic. I can tell you by looking at it. But yeah.
I mean, look, there's only like about a 1-inch welt around each insert. I still have fur left in some places.
What does Thumper look like now relative to what Thumper used to look like?
Thumper is like shredded. His torso is enormous. He's like 250 now. He's 6'10". He's just rippling with muscles and implants. Basically, he's crisscrossed with implants and scars, and his fur is all mangy and patchy. One of his eyes is he calls it his lazy eye, but it's like basically looks like part of an aviator sunglasses, but it's just covers his whole eye socket, and it's got this targeting reticule that kind of bounces around like a screensaver.
And what do his legs look like?
I mean, they're very long, and they have bits of metal sticking out of parts of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're glowing, pulsing kind of lights on them as well. Yeah.
I like it.
What don't you like?
I mean, you can't see the lights when I'm wearing my MBA, but I told the doctors to leave them.
I don't like ignorant people or closed-mindedness. That's,
Okay.
Those are your turnoffs? Mine too.
You all hit a patch of turbulence that makes the ship drop 40 feet before kicking in again.
buckle in!
Over the communications system, you hear, Paul, what is going on up there? We're going to lose the hopper back here.
Shh, Junior, I told you, don't reveal yourself until we're planet side. They might kick you off.
But Paul, if we lose a wheel back here, it's not going to matter when we get to the planet side.
Yeah, it's a skimmer. You don't have to have wheels out.
You all have never heard this person before.
Just stay in the pod. Stay in the pod.
Well, I will survive the crash. Of course I'm not going to get out of this pod.
Sketch, someone's giving us communications interference.
Is it bring your kid to work day?
Robert, do you
It's bring your kid to war day.
If that were true, there would be like 300 of them here, wouldn't it?
Well, we lost a few, and I as a blanket policy, I decided to not bring any kids along anymore a few missions ago, but Thumper Jr., she just keeps coming back. She would just run away again.
Oh, this is amazing! Bring her to the front.
Oh, no, she's got to stay in the pod.
Is she hot?
I mean,
That's
she does take after her pappy, if that's any indication.
Why is that our first thought?
Oh, no.
What's on sensors? Please, just tell me what's on sensors.
Glitch, yeah, you can make your sensor check.
Sure.
Can I do something to try to smooth out this ride?
You can. Give me your piloting check.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Paul, did that lady just ask if I am hot? Because yes, I placed 4th in the Intercontinental Thought Beauty Pageant back on the home colony.
But you're 8. You ain't allowed to start dating until you're 10.
I can go to war before I can date.
Well, technically you can't come to war, but you are, so we're doing it. Stay in the pod!
Yes.
97 under. What can I see that's not this conversation?
I'm 104 under.
You all arrive at the exact same conclusion at the same time. As Glitch, you are checking the sensor array, and Sketch, you're like, talk to me, baby. Come on, no, don't fight me. Like, riding the air currents. And you all see coming up from the surface 4 projectiles. Glitch, you see it on the scanners as you're like, we got incoming, and Sketch, you visibly see.
I would like to miss them, but in a very fancy way.
Wouldn't we all?
And I'd like to activate our EWS
Okay.
and try to trap off some of
Which
it.
EWS is what? What is it that you were doing? Because you are a specialist, and now you're getting to do these things.
Yes, so I have ECM inside of me, but I also learned how to use the gadget versions as well. On this ship, I have a containment unit, so I don't interfere with ship systems, but I'm going to try to release some chaff to steer their missiles in a different direction.
I will also say with
Roll your load!
with both of you having rolled so successfully, you realize this incoming fire is about 5 clicks out from the settlement. So these missiles are not originating from where there should be people.
Oh,
Right.
interesting. We'll have to try to work that backwards.
Okay. But
Yeah.
I would say with that significant of a roll, let me roll myself to find out. I'm like, you're fine, roll. You are not fine. Okay. All right. The anti-missile system adds what to their difficulty?
20. Unless I get to boost it by rolling, I think.
2 of the missiles go wide. 1 of them is a crit and very much hits.
And there's no way I can miss it, but I'm so good.
It's roll literally the best possible.
How dare they?
That's the best possible
I
result.
didn't. Who gave
So-
them the
Worst
right?
possible outcome for us.
As you fire off the chaff, 2 of the missiles go wide. 1 of them is coming right towards the hull, and you barrel roll, which is nausea-inducing because you all are close enough to the planet to feel gravity. So it's sort of
Hold on,
like,
everyone.
and boom in the side of the ship,
What did
and
it hit?
the whole thing vibrates. Let me see here. I apologize, y'all. I'm operating from like 10 different things. Do you have the ship hit table in front of you?
Yes,
It is
I
a
do.
6.
That is
the
our
hit
threshold.
Yes.
Is a 6.
The threshold? No, the target location is a 6.
No, I'm saying our threshold is a 6.
Oh, that's what you are telling me. Thank
yes,
y'all.
except our flux is 75.
Okay, let me see here. It very much breaches your threshold. Your flux is 75. So where on the ship is that? A 6 hit?
The six is the overall threshold.
No, I know,
No, but there's
the hit
also a hit location.
Are you looking at the hit locations or no?
No.
It is fine if you are not.
I'm not.
Okay. We will look that up. However, this is a vicious hit to the ship. Boom! Blows a giant hole in it. You start venting atmosphere instantly. You are absolutely going down.
Okay.
Like the dash lights up.
Glitch, can you do something here?
I'd like to make an engineering power check to try to reroute power to maneuvering thrusters at least and stabilize us.
Which part of the ship is the hole in?
Let's find
The
that.
ship part. Crap.
Jake, could you do me a favor?
Yes,
I need to know
Google
if it's
the
affecting our
ship
skimmer.
targeting location,
Or if it's a section we can cordon off.
because what I have on my PDF right now is the weapons of the people that are attacking you, and if I
don't
leave this
need
page,
those.
it's hard
Yep.
to do both. Okay. When this happens, what's everyone else doing? Presumably, you were in fact strapped in, and over the comms you hear, "Paul! Oh, it's venting back here. I'm fine in the hopper, but we have lost containment.
Release the 2 decoy drones.
From up here, they ain't gonna do no good out there, Paul.
I do that. Well, hell, I'm gonna get in the turret.
Okay. Okay. Hey, be careful, cause you ain't signed the new will yet, okay?
And I never will.
I already told my brothers I got dibs on them legs.
My legs.
Are you headed to the gun stuffer?
I want to try to. Is there like an open portal somewhere that I can just like leap through into one of the gun turrets?
Issuing the disclaimer that we need to find the critical hit because the ship is like critically damaged now. I just want to make sure the turret didn't get blown off.
All right, what'd you roll? What'd you roll for the critical? Because I've got a critical hit chart right here.
What die do I need to roll?
1d6.
Okay, that is a 4.
That would be a random weapon. Destroy on first hit.
Okay, so
the turret of the ship has been blown off.
we've got multiple ones. You've got
Okay.
you've got the CSAM's turrets, 2 of them, and then there's the plasma BC obliterators.
I would
There are 2 of
say
those.
one of the obliterators is obliterated.
Okay, can I
It's a
jump?
good thing you weren't in there.
What's the what is the obliterator? Is it a plasma weapon?
It is a plasma
Ship
weapon.
mounted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the other one is a PMG.
That is a pulse weapon. That is ship mounted pulse
Now,
weapon.
above game, like which one would be better in this situation if I'm trying to return fire or knock further missiles out of the air?
There's going to be the CSAMs are your anti-missile defenses.
Okay, I'm hopping.
Although,
those.
again, the ship is very much going down. Like you are going to crash imminently.
Oh well, forget all that then. I gotta prep the armored personnel carrier for deployment, and we'll just deploy it a few seconds before we hit the ground.
Just jump out.
Maybe activate the skimmers on it. See what we can survive.
Yeah, it is very much a function now of like how safely Sketch can put the ship down. Like it was always a drop. Now it is a
Plummet.
drop. Yeah. What is Ace doing?
Ace is grabbing the paramedic kit and some of the first aid kits and a lot of the stuff that we might need on impact and just bracing.
Mm-hmm. Gonna try and be ready? Okay. Yes, Sketch. You said you were trying to roll to reroute power to try and smooth this out some?
Yeah.
Okay. Jake, what page is that, please?
I'm sorry, what?
What page was that? Where you just saw that?
Book page 347.
Book page.
That's ship hit location, and then on the next page is the critical hit table.
Perfect. Thank you.
36 under.
To try and establish what exact thing are you trying to do?
I'm trying to reroute available power to maneuvering thrusters to try to also like assist our pilot as the co-pilot.
All right. And what are you doing, Sketch? Like she is falling out of the sky.
I'm trying to safely land her.
Okay. Roll it.
So I got a 22.
Mm-hmm.
My piloting skill is 135. To do a safe crash landing after a critical hit is negative 80 to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I still make it. And it's a 22, which is just fun to say.
Yes. This is a very high tense situation. Otherwise, I super would ask for the 22 thing. What page is that, by the way? Where you read the negative 80 to the
322.
322. Perfect. Okay. That is where I thought that was. Okay. It comes in hot. In the ship.
Buckle in, everyone!
And at the last second, Sketch is able to pull up the nose enough to...
Release the carrier, Junior!
We're on the ground. We're on the
Do you
ground.
get into the carrier?
I mean, we kind of have all been in the carrier, except for the pilot of the ship. The carrier just detaches from the dropship.
Well, yeah, the two of them were definitely piloting, and I believe Ace said they were just going to buckle in too. So, Tark, do you go for the carrier or do you ride down on the ship?
Staying with the ship.
About 50 feet before the ground. You're in the carrier?
Yeah.
She's like, hello, Paul! And you watch, and it is a spectacular piece of flying, as it is basically a shipping container that has a giant hole in the side of it, but Sketch does put it down and slide across a desolate and windswept plain. Mm-hmm.
When you guys land and you look back at Ace, she just has one injection in her hand, and it's just kind of right here, and she looks like she's just prepped to hit herself with it, and then she realizes that we're safe. She goes, okay.
Where's the trust?
I only
Where's
have
the
one
trust?
of these. I only have one of these. So if anybody dies,
Good landing.
I'd rather save myself, but I will use it on you. But like this thing right here, just remember, if anyone dies, guys, it's this one.
But no one's died.
Yet.
Let's try and keep it that way.
We don't know about Haas yet.
That is very true. We need to go find him.
Speaking of which, should we release a recon drone? Try to establish comms with Haas.
Over the radio, you hear.
I have a comm boost, an orbital comm boost, which is planet-wide. I'm also terribly good at communications. Can I try
you can make
to
it communicate exactly? Because you also very much just crashed, so everything is all.
Well, no, I have a separate, like, it's a... Yeah.
Roll it.
Communications.
It sounds like Haas. Scrub it.
I would like to roll
Sorry,
observation
commo.
and see if
Sorry,
I can see anything around us now that we're closer to the things that were probably shooting at us.
So make your observation check. I don't think Arayans have a sight bonus, but if they do, you would subtract that. Because different species are good at different things.
We have a +5 sight bonus,
Okay.
or 5.
It is in this case it is negative because low numbers are good, but it's 5 points to your benefit. Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
So when you roll the dice, you will take 5 away from that, and your goal is low. You want under your observation skill.
Scott, come on. Scott.
So I rolled, math.
Yeah. So I rolled 20, but I'm not sure. Observation is.
I rolled 28 below.
Okay.
Which skill do I use?
It is a skill. Observation is
so
its
I have
own
to
skill.
be below 75.
Yes. Oh, okay. So you made it by like 50. You can see, especially based on where you guys know you were supposed to touch down. So the people attacking you were about 5 kilometers out. You came up, got hit, and kind of went down, and basically ended up about 5 clicks away from your destination, but sort of in the other direction. Because you were like... So your enemies should be on the other side
So we're 10
of
clicks
the
from
settlement. 10 clicks from the enemies. Okay. Exactly. Or at least 10 clicks from the source of the missiles. As you look around, it does just look, it appears, deserted.
But are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Do we need to pick up Thumper? And Thumper?
Junior. Let's call the little girl Junior. For clarity.
But aren't there like 27 juniors?
There's only one here.
Okay.
I hope.
Do we need to pick them up?
They, presumably, what does your vehicle look like, Thumper?
It's kind of like the flatbed of like it's kind of like a monster truck, like an armored monster truck, basically, but it's a skimmer. It doesn't have wheels on it.
Mm-hmm.
So
And it says monster on the side.
it's sponsored.
How else do
It's
you know it's a
sponsored.
monster truck?
Exactly.
Monster
Exactly.
skimmer.
Those are the, it's got the 3 slashes. You know what it means.
At this point, I'm probably looking at the blast shields.
Mm-hmm. And you said you sent out your reconnaissance drones. Please feel free to, as you guys see the skimmer come up, you zzz, and they fly away. The ship is absolutely ruined. It is no small miracle that no one is dead, which again is yet another credit to you, Sketch. What did you get on that comms roll?
I've changed it since then, but I got 28 below.
Okay, just for the record, that really was an incredibly difficult roll, and had she failed it, they very much could have died just with
She's
the
a
ship
very
crashing.
good pilot.
Yes,
And 10 minutes into the episode, the cast is dead.
it's true. Except you, because Aerodati just lived.
Yeah.
You're like,
I'm just gonna not die right now.
I'm just gonna not die. Everyone else kind of screwed. So
Roaches of the universe.
as you are boosting that your communication, it is not Haas who is radioing you. It is Knowlton, your old commanding officer from times long past. Is like, are you all down on the ground? We read your ship crashed. Please come in.
Yes, the ship is we're fine. We're fine.
Damn it, Sketch, did you crash another landing ship? After 4 NAC 7, you said you would not do that again.
It
Oh.
wasn't on purpose. There were missiles. We were shot.
Missiles?
Yes, we were shot by missiles. And I landed it with all of us alive with a hole in the side of the ship.
That would have been far more impressive if you did not allow a hole to get put in the side of my vessel.
How did you keep the other 2 that you crashed secret?
Other 2?
We set them on fire and left them on the off ramp of the freeway.
if you first
Could have been anybody.
just make sure you all survive this mission, and we will have an extended discussion about your treatment of SSDC property.
Can I just say that we are all unscathed, and that's terribly impressive.
Yes,
Terribly
no
impressive.
skates.
I would like to reach over and shut the comms off.
I can say with some authority that you are easy to replace than.
I don't skate unless I got a hot date or the weekend's coming.
I'm expensive to replace.
He's
Can
very
we
mean,
can we
Kenny.
switch vehicles and let's get out of here?
Yeah, so can we, I'd like to tell you to come get us.
I mean, he's there. I mean, the
Oh,
wasn't-
so it's just Junior?
No, he jumped into the skimmer. They just essentially ejected right before you hit the ground.
Oh, okay. I
he's
didn't know how far off they
I wasn't
got.
very
Great,
sure.
great.
Yeah,
Alright.
Yeah.
he's pulled up, so
Mhm.
I guess I will get out of containment.
Yeah, let's grab anything.
Junior, lower the entry ramp.
Paul, isn't that blue-haired one the one you said would disrupt all of our systems if they ever were allowed within 10 meters of Ophelia here?
That
Well,
blue-haired one has a name.
That's one of the reasons that the cockpit you're in is shielded, Junior.
But I just don't want to be out there and lose a grav unit, Paul.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
We got a bulkhead between that and the secondary grav unit. You
All
know
right,
that.
we're lowering. I mean, Paul, I know you've made a career of this, which is some success, but are you sure you want to be seen openly fraternizing with these non-fought?
Well,
That is not how I was raised, Paul. That is not how I was raised, Paul.
There ain't gonna be no fight here to see it, except Haas. You remember Uncle Haas?
Oh, yes, I have Uncle Cousin Paul Haas. He's a great feller. I hope we locate him.
All right, now can I get calm silence for a moment?
It's just a privilege to listen to them speak sometimes.
You
It
all
really is.
do hear the ramp on the truck does come down.
Can I leave?
And-
Can I lean
It
on the
is a
ramp
certain
and use
sort of
my
special.
augmented ears and my multispectral scanner in my eye?
You absolutely can, and you send out the reconnaissance drones. As you all approach, you do all see the head of a young, fought female kind of looking out over at the ground and like looking at all of you while you're coming up. And I mean, she's cute for fought. You did ask, you know, so yeah.
She's 8.
I mean, she's 8 and fought, which is like, you know, old enough to party. They don't live long.
She is not old enough to party.
They don't live long. Okay, so
But they prosper.
they do. That is true.
Well, boy, do we prosper.
The fought were a genetically engineered species expressly meant to be a rapidly breeding, short-lived menace to the entire galaxy.
Gift to the galaxy.
Yes.
There are some disputes of translation.
The Arrayans are the gift to the galaxy. Array, you're welcome. I mean, so much sexiness, tiny little packages.
We're gonna outbreed you in a generation, and you know it.
That's probably true.
I'm not a gift. I'm bought, and I'm expensive.
That is true. Do you all
Some
move
people
towards the
buy
scanner?
gifts.
Okay. You make your observation
I'd buy you
check
ticket.
with all the appropriate modifiers.
Okay, so sound I get a plus 40 for, and observation I get an additional plus 40.
So they would be different things. You would
Oh,
make
yeah.
one roll to like see what you hear, and a different roll to see what you see.
Let's do here first.
Okay.
That is an 84. My normal hearing is 80 at this point, I think. Yeah, 80, because it's doubled because of my expensive ear implants.
So you rolled above?
Well, but you have a minus 40? Is that not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you subtract 40 from the
From
die
that.
roll, and you want to get under the skill level. Is
Yeah.
how those modifiers
So
work.
if you had an 80 as your roll, you have
Okay, so
you have a 40.
Well, I don't have observation as a skill, so I just.
Okay.
How does that work?
It
Then it's your intuition.
Mhm.
Yes, intuition.
mhm,
So half my intuition,
mhm.
plus
Just,
with
just,
my
just half your intuition.
and then my hearing bonus brings it up to 66.
Right. So, well, what would half of your intuition be?
26.
Okay.
normally.
So when you roll, you subtract 40 because of your expensive implants.
Okay.
And you need that number to be under 26. Is how that would work.
which
Okay,
is not.
but my hearing is okay. Yeah, so
Oh, wait.
I don't get much, I guess.
Right. Yeah, because, wind. Although you do hear something. You hear a man talking. A voice that you've heard before that you recognize.
What's he saying?
It's coming from Junior's cockpit. She's listening to something.
I told you I would have calm silence, Junior.
Just
Are you watching streaming videos again?
Paul, I am not broadcasting. It is what is being broadcast to us. It's broadcast everywhere.
Well, who is it?
She turns it up, and you all hear a voice that just
Are we all in the skimmer now? Okay, cool.
The arachnids are considered the bane of the Alliance. If I don't destroy life as you know it first, then this alien race and their badass cohort surely will. I must confess that I'm kind of jealous. The arachnids have been directly and indirectly responsible for the deaths of billions. I personally have only managed a fraction of that number. It ain't right. Plus, they get better press. However, I'm only one man, and I do have my limitations. Statistically speaking, there's a good chance when your number comes up, it'll be a nid punching your ticket. You probably won't be killed by some rare disease. The space liner in which you're traveling during your vacation won't crash on re-entry. Womp womp. You probably won't get run over by a skimmer, and you surely won't die of old age. The odds-on favorite is that some centaur-like alien with a major attitude problem is gonna rip you and your family a new one while you sit there eating yummies watching Tri-V. Who loves you, baby?
Uncle Ernie!
It is, in fact, Uncle Ernie Freiberg, the menace to all life forms everywhere and creator of the thought.
Praise to the creator.
Oh, fuck. Who wants to kill all of us?
Can we try to figure out where the signal's coming from?
It is being broadcast on all frequencies.
Even after all these years, I think that they can't get any weirder. And then every mission we go on,
They get weirder.
just a little bit. Just a little tiny bit every time. It's
on
impressive.
purpose. It's like they're doubling down on weird.
It's very impressive.
I think the weaponized jellyfish were still the weirdest ones, though.
As keen as I am to
cute,
bask in
Threw him in a t-shirt gun.
Uncle Ernie's locution, what can I see?
Give me your sight.
Okay, so my multispectral gives me again. That's the plus 40. So
So you subtract 40 from what you roll.
okay, it's still higher than my intuition.
All right.
Or actually, is it higher than my half my intuition or my base intuition?
Half, because you don't have the skill.
Yeah. Again, sand gets in my eye.
Yeah, looks just like Rocky Nothing.
I'm gonna try to find scan commos for Haas or somebody else on the planet.
And you can also roll for your reconnaissance drones. Although Thumper's like, Pa, do you want me to get us in motion heading towards the settlement?
Yeah.
I don't like being out here all open like this.
Yeah, I mean, until we issue new orders and find out where Haas is, just head towards the settlement.
You
Junior.
will.
Ace
Yes.
is going to throw on her infrared goggles and also scan.
Okay,
Look
roll it.
around.
The scanner starts rumbling across the desolate landscape.
I will take this Jan as well if I can.
I rolled a 10.
So
And
10
out
is
of
a crit.
115.
Well, that is your crit success. That is the best you can possibly get in this game. So, yes, that is your natural 20, basically.
Oh,
So,
amazing.
what is it that you were attempting to figure out?
I was trying to pick up on any comms from either settlement or Haas. Now that we're on the planet, hoping that perhaps we could reach someone, even though they weren't able to come out.
So you, again, with the best possible result, you do detect this message from Uncle Ernie being transmitted on a loop on all frequencies. You find there are several, basically, just recorders that have just been dropped intermittently at the planet. Like every once in a while, you can just kind of detect that it's like there's a place, and the only thing it is doing is broadcasting this one message.
Do you pass by any of them?
You could if you would like. There is not overtly one in between you and the settlement, but you could detour to one.
Is it blocking other comms or other commos?
It just seems like there just aren't any, and there should be, because there is a settlement here.
I mean, these are like the billboards on Delphix 6. Every click, there's a transmission for Uncle Ernie Mart until you actually get to Uncle Ernie Mart.
There is true, and also at
I
Uncle
have
Ernie
a
Mart.
new goal to kill this man.
Uncle Ernie Mart.
That's
is-
not going to happen.
It's like Saw movies, yes. And also,
No,
Uncle
not-
Ernie is the scourge of the galaxy. Like, he is the most wanted man in the Alliance. Like, you're quite familiar with who he is.
He wasn't a goal before. Now he's a goal.
Now he is, as of today.
Oh,
Today, just
now
this
you
one
also
day.
want him.
I want him dead. I'm a very motivated person.
You also pick up a low band static transmission, which is, you can tell there's a message encoded in the static, but even you can't detect it. And you know, you're damn good at this.
There's some sort of encoded message, and I can't uncode it. So that's this is very, very high tech.
What did you get with your infrared?
Fingers,
I
fingers,
didn't
fingers.
see anything. I got an 88 out of 75.
It's weird because everything's red. You're like, ah!
These are new.
Yeah. Yeah. Not exactly.
I'll just put these back up here until someone teaches me how to use them.
I could show you. I took a multispectral binocular observation check as well. I rolled 75 under.
Do you hand them the glitch?
Yes.
Glitch, are you nervous? When you hand them, you get a little bit of a static.
Sorry.
No, I like
Shock.
it. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, this is how you find out when you're into something. You don't know until you try, right? Like, hey.
You okay, buddy?
Oh, I mean, we crashed. It's
We're
just, it's been
okay.
a day.
But we're okay, yeah?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe Haas isn't okay.
But we're okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll take a look around.
There is something, glitch. As you're looking in the air, there are objects flying over you. There's 5 of them. With your, you can sort of like, you know, like when you get like 3D movie and you like
Yep.
it's like, it just looks like a cloudy day. And then you're like, nope, there's
Nope.
something.
Nope.
And then cloudy day, nope, there's something.
Hmm.
They're flying over you,
Are they keeping pace with us?
circling.
Yeah, I think someone's watching us.
And they're circling?
They are large winged things that are vaguely reminiscent of the old Earth pterodactyls.
Did I get infrared off them, like organic pattern? These are creatures.
But they are not there to your naked eyes.
These are flying, stealthy creatures. Like Keen?
Similar, but bigger and flying higher than a king should be able to.
Like
But a similar thing, yes.
Swolkeen.
I have not been doing well with the Recon droid data. Can I patch that over to Glitch? So that look at it?
It's, you know, as you're looking at the reconnaissance droids, Thumper, this video game sucks, man. You're just like...
I want to feel like I'm there shooting things. Organic, inorganic. I'm not picky, but I gotta be shooting something. I can't see nothing.
Glitch, you very much hear Thumper complaining about this. Here's the thing. Are you going to let them touch your new beloved reconnaissance equipment?
I was just gonna route it over. I mean, they're using the comms on the carrier. I was just gonna send the info over to them.
All right, but you're not going to let them touch it?
No,
'cause
we're
you
not.
know-
We're
you
not
know
in the
what they
carrier
do.
anymore.
We're together now.
Yeah, no, they are on board the
I'm as
transport.
far from the cockpit as
Yep.
possible.
They
which
are
at
on
least
board the
is shielded from
skimmer. The
me.
skimmer's rolling. Everybody is on board.
I've just been looking out the window with my goggles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't patch it over to your HUD or.
Oh,
or
you
whatever?
can. I'm just saying. You know what they do to your stuff. That's all I'm saying.
If they are physically close to it, but not the drones. I'm just taking the feed I'm getting.
I'm
from the
already
drones.
doing my damage. I'm within 30
Okay.
feet.
All right. Then yes, you could use your sensors or your skills to check the reconnaissance drones.
Yeah, would that be sensors?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good.
I ain't good with sensors. I bought them. That's my contribution.
Is there any equipment bonus or anything I need to account for on that?
I think they're a 40.
Okay,
is
cool.
their strength.
Then I will subtract that from my die roll and roll under 121.
I believe in you.
Mm-hmm. Roll it.
Well, I do. You know, no spoilers. 96 below.
Is you're like zzz, and you like zoom in on one of these things.
Sorry, 46 below because of the 50 ECM.
Ah, got it.
So, taking into account that I'm making it glitchy, 46.
Is you're like and it's kind of like
Sorry, I have to compensate for me.
It's okay. It's better than what he did. So. Yeah.
as you like get a much closer look at this thing, and it is terrible. It's got a gray, rocky hide and a mouth that is just full of teeth.
Thanks, I hate it.
While you're zooming in, looking at one, out of nowhere, a second one is like, and grabs the drone and like crushes it.
That was disquieting.
Monitor goes out
I don't
completely.
like doing those in VR.
And you all hear.
I heard that. Rest of y'all hear that?
Yeah, they have
Nightmare
lots of teeth. They are very big. They're kind of chalky and rocky and like to chomp on. Sorry, one of your drones is gone now. I didn't do it.
I see them as our drones, and therefore I do not feel as bad about their loss.
Can someone shoot with the infrared on? Anyone have that ability?
What do you need to shoot with the infrared? I mean, to use those.
Have goggles on. Have, you know.
Is it sensory? What's the roll?
I think it's a standard check. It might just be modified if the GM wills it.
What sort of weapons does the skimmer have?
Okay.
Slash, does it have a moonroof?
This skimmer.
Yeah, because I was gonna say
We
we
should
could.
have a hatch.
I was gonna say one of us could hop up on it. Whoever's got
Yeah.
long range
Mhm.
can go up there and snipe,
I have very long range with my Vector 4.
and then
Mhm.
I'll just stand up there just in case it gets close.
Right now, they're up wheeling around range 3. Of course, as winged creatures,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
they could descend, but right now they're up around range bracket 3.
Yeah, I'm good out to 8.
So who's going up?
I'm also good out to 8.
Hold on.
I'll go
I'll
up
tell
as
you what the
well.
weapon loadout
Okay.
is on this. baby.
When
I think they're
the-
gonna use personal weapons.
I mean, but it's good to know what you got.
Yeah, for sure.
When the drone disappears, you very much hear Thumper Jr. is like, "Hold on, everybody, we double timing."
Oh gosh.
All right, so this armored infantry transport archetype, the truck, has reflex missile bay turret with 6 reflex XL missiles and an HMG-sized weapon. Heavy machine gun. So, yeah.
Heavy machine gun.
If anybody wants to man that.
I think we send our sniper up, and you're a gunner, aren't you?
I can go out too.
But the
I
problem
keep
is
pace.
you can't see it unless you got infrared. Can't visually see it. So unless we
I
have
have
infrared,
multi-spectrum optics.
Yeah, you
Perfect.
can see it.
done. Do it.
I'll try and get my goggles back from Glitch.
Yeah, because I have my own. I'm good.
All right, so
Put 'em on,
above game,
leave 'em
would I
adjusted.
know if this is like a monster, right? Like, is it good to use an Omega weapon on it, or do I know any of that kind of
You
stuff?
would have no point of reference because
Okay.
you've
But we
never
know it's
experienced it.
unarmored, so
Yeah,
we don't
you've
have to
never
worry
experienced
about.
creatures before. Some things have natural armor,
That's
so
right.
you don't necessarily it is not wearing anything
Right.
like clearly
But
artificial.
it's flying, and natural armor doesn't like that physics.
I would not. I would advise against trying to draw those into logical deductions.
Think of dragons. They got damage
Yeah,
reduction.
yeah, they get in the air and they're still fine.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
prepping the good
Don't
old
start
trusty
now.
disintegrator, my matter obliterator.
Okay.
Suiting
Right.
up.
All right, Ace, you and I will go up top.
You going up, Ace? You going up with Tark?
All right.
I am going to help Junior piloting.
Okay. When you approach the bubble, she wheels around. She goes, "Wait, you know how to sling one of these things too?"
I do.
She's like, "Well, don't tell my pa that I let you in the bubble." And she pulls like, and even inside, she is literally in a bubble that is sort of like sitting near the front of this vessel.
Amazing.
Yeah, and like
Shielded AF.
Yeah. She's like, "Come on in here. I'm apologizing that I stayed in here. We were crashing earlier, but I wanted to live."
No, that's totally fine. And
Yeah.
you don't know me, and you don't know that I walk out of every crash. So that's.
She goes, "Yeah, but check this out." And she flips a switch, and you see a hollow vid of the transport, like, and you pulling up at the very last second and like sliding in. She's like, "That was some pretty badass flying, if I do say
Can you
so."
send that to me?
She's like, "Oh yeah, no, I'll beam it to you right now."
Oh, amazing! I repost it.
On Space Insta.
Space Insta.
Space
I get a little notification that's like find service, and then we'll upload later.
That's true. Yeah. You go, I think in my mind that's why you've got the comm boost in orbit is to post on Space Insta the things
Yeah.
you do.
I've got like a secret like space Tumblr. It's like, any crash you walk away from is a good one. It's just all my crashes.
There are several, but hey, still walking, and now walking better for some of you. All right. So Glitch, what are you doing during all this?
I'm going to try to stay on. Is there any kind of countermeasures on this that I can like try to up stealth systems? Like try to keep them from spotting us? Anything?
These things, by the way, are about 8 meters from wingtip to wingtip, roughly 24 feet for those of us in savage countries that don't use the metric system.
Yes.
So they are not
units.
they are not insignificant creatures.
Cool. Then it sounds like I might need to help, so I will grab a gun or two.
Okay.
Two.
So you all pop up the hatch and kind of give me agility checks for all of you, because she is opening this thing up to the best of her ability.
Oh,
That's under the full base
you,
stat, correct?
Yes. Not you, Sketch. You were in the cockpit. You were safe.
I got 52 under 75.
Okay, yeah, but you got it. You got it, Ace. You know. Yeah.
44 on a 77.
The wind is blowing again. It is a very cloudy, dusty, dirty place. Yes.
I'm 121 under.
You don't understand what all the fuss is about.
I'm just rocking.
Exactly.
Surfing it out. We're in the land.
Let's just take it.
Saunter off.
Exactly. Take it in the hips. You just go with it.
Right,
You just
that's
go
right.
with it. That's
Motion of the ocean.
yeah. Like it's fine. But you all, again, to the best of your ability, are all able to get up there. All of you, give me your initiative. So again, this is not percentile. You roll 2d10 and add it. So 20 is the max. Subtract your initiative modifier from that. Yeah.
That was pretty bad. I got a 9.
0.
0.
They also have a 0.
-9.
4.
All right. 4,
goes back.
and then it was 4 for you.
-9.
No, for target.
What was initiative based off again?
You roll
You roll
these.
2d10.
No.
With the modifier?
The modifier.
It's a function of agility, I believe.
Okay, so
But there are some other things that modify it.
Yeah,
though.
that number is from my ability. So
You should be a -13
Okay. So I have
base before you have anything else. There.
All right. So
What was what were you, Glitch?
0.
Okay.
I'm -4.
Okay. Target -4. And you were -9.
Yes, sorry.
So here's how this works. You will declare in the opposite order of what it is that you want to do. So even though Sketch will actually act last, you will declare first, because the other people essentially that are moving faster kind of have a survey of everything that is going on. So what do you intend to do?
Well, I mean, right now I'm just sitting in a bubble next to Junior, who's flying, right?
Driving.
Driving.
It's like a hover vehicle, but yes, I mean,
Driving.
mhm.
Driving, but it's hovering.
Mhm.
And I can't actually see any of the things up top.
You can. I mean, you have sensor arrays and bubbles. Like you're not blind in here.
Right, but we can't see the things without the infrared.
Oh, right. That is true. They're invisible to your naked eyes.
So I basically am just going to be on standby to help with driving.
I mean, or do you want to just take the wheel and do it?
I would like to take the wheel.
Right. Okay. So you're gonna be like, "Hang on, kid. Let me show you something." You know? Okay.
Right. So basically, my focus is to keep it steady and listen if they call out that we need to go more in any direction.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just gonna be like, "Let me know where you want me to put this."
Mm-hmm.
And I.
So Glitch.
Keep it to yourself.
That's what she said.
Glitch, Ace, and the creatures will all act simultaneously. So what is Glitch going to do?
I'm gonna shoot him a lot.
You're gonna do murder. What is Ace going to do?
She is going to take aim at the flying death pterodactyls, and she's going to take aim with the missiles.
Okay, you're gonna shoot a missile.
I am.
All right, and the creatures also intend to do murder. And Tark.
I plan on if any of them get close, I swing.
Okay. And you should have a
bada-bada.
chance of doing that. These things are incredibly fast, by the way. They have a fly of 230. Cool. So they're like, as they're circling. And Thumper, while you are the last to declare, you are the first to act. So you can just tell me what you do and do it.
Can I run into maybe range bracket 2 of one of these folks?
You would have to jump because they're in the air. They're circling over you. You all are on the back of the transport. They are in the air.
How far away are they?
They are at range bracket 3 currently.
All right, I'm gonna take a shot at. Actually, I will do a burst on one of them. Actually, no, I can't do a burst with this weapon. It's my matter obliterator. I can take a shot.
Okay.
At one of them.
Okay.
So let's see. That is an energy weapon. My skill percentage in it is 146.
Okay.
At range bracket 3, it's a 20 modifier.
Okay.
So that brings it. I rolled a 70 under 156. So that's yeah. So minus 86 under.
Okay. You very much hit.
All right. That says it does 20 d4 damage, but I can take the average damage, which is 50.
So, does Thumper say anything first?
Get down here!
You all see Thumper, and it just explodes in a shower of like extremely nasty viscera in all directions. And the remaining 5 are all.
It was a matter obliterator, disintegrated.
There's nothing left of the one that you did. That is you cannot. So that is technically a single shot. You are able to keep shooting with your remaining actions, or you can bank some of them for like dodging and evasive maneuvers if it comes.
So I still have another 3 actions, right? I'm gonna take another one out. I'm gonna try to take another one out.
You could shoot again and still have something to dodge.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so that's I rolled a 23, and it's under the 156. So that is 77 plus 56. I'm way under.
Okay. It attempts to like wheel away from you, and it is not enough. Do you do the average?
Huh? Yeah, average damage.
Nothing's left.
All right, okay. Pasty. Saving the rest for some dodging.
Okay. All right. Tark. They are still in the air, but they very much are going to swoop down and attack. If you like, I will say that you can wait to when the first one is in range and hit it.
Yeah, I want to.
There are 3 left?
There are 4 left. There were 6 total.
Yeah. Okay.
You have destroyed 2.
Yeah, I would like to hold.
Okay. Again, Glitch, Ace, and the creatures will all act simultaneously.
Yes.
Stand in front of me. Not right in front of me.
So, Ace, what would you like to do?
Ace is going to, you see a little rack on her back releases a giant missile, and she's gonna aim towards one of the flying death creatures and shoot a digiton missile at them.
That is one thing you all have seen is different about your friend since the last time you were together. She now is basically ringed from shoulder down to her wrist in rockets, and there is an additional cluster that are basically on her back that just like point upwards, kind of like in racks of 4.
This seems dangerous.
I saw Tank Girl. I thought it looked cool. So, like, you know, the giant rocket thing. I was like, ooh, that's good for my aesthetic. You know, the 80s Earth movies are just
so good.
I like it. You can never have enough rockets.
Just don't fall down. I just feel like it would be bad.
I mean, but the rocket could lift me back up if I fall down. I get knocked down.
Yeah, that is a free personal flight.
She's going to get that stuck in your head again. I would also say you all know, as dedicated soldiers that you are, her arm-mounted rockets are basically personal, and the body-mounted ones are anti-vehicular, essentially. Anti-vehicular, anti-structure.
Big, little.
This is direct fire weapon, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's...
Hey, and Glitch, what are you doing? You can roll it. Just let me know when you get it. That is. Oh, man, I thought you had something else. And Glitch is doing what?
I'm shooting a whole lot.
Okay.
I'm rolling out all of these shots.
All right, you were doing a number of bullets.
15
Yes.
15 under. Believe it or not, your missile comes in and it rolls, which is faster than you might expect for a creature of its size, and the missile flies wide.
You did a barrel roll.
It did do a barrel roll. However, you do have more actions.
I'm going to shoot again.
Okay. Remember, it's a -20 for each successive single shot.
Yep.
So the way this works, by the way, is any weapon you can take multiple shots. You can be like pow, 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 pow. Each one is 20% harder. Some weapons have what is called a burst, where you can shoot a cluster, and some weapons have full auto, and different things mechanically happen, depending which one you choose.
What is that?
That is a crit. That is the best possible.
Oh, okay. Perfect. I did that.
So it spins out of the way, which again, you're like, I fell into my trap. And then catch it as it is attempting to roll out of the way, you know?
And I go, see? Second time's a charm.
Yeah.
That one was smarter.
What is the damage? You can either roll the damage or you can just give me the average.
Average is 45.
This is not a disintegration. This is, you have monster goop in your hair. There's chunks of it. Kind of it hits the ground and its head screams for a second. It is viciously destructive.
Here's the thing, though. This is still easier to remove from my outfit than the orange spray paint. So,
but
fine.
since
But the orange spray
technically,
paint looks so good.
technically this happens simultaneous, it will still have a chance to roll its own attack to see what it did in the interim. But it is dead either way. It just might also hit back before it died, because this is all happening at once. Same glitch. Or,
So I pick up my rifle and I'm going to make a shot. It's a called headshot. I make it on 53 under.
Boom! Headshot!
It does 14 damage.
That is not enough to kill it. However, that is enough for it to crit. So you can roll on the critical hit table. Let me ask you, are any of them less than 37 under?
One. Yes.
The one that is less than 37 under would miss. Because it dodges at 37%. So its evasive maneuvers are...
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So 14 does not kill it, but it is a crit. So would you hit the second shot on the same target?
Yes.
Okay. And how much would it do the second time?
Same.
Okay. That would be enough to bring it out of the sky. Technically, still
It's
wouldn't
also a
kill it
headshot.
because it's got its death's door, but it is worth a crit to let me know.
All right. Yep.
'Cause maybe
so
you do
I'll
kill it
crit the
outright.
First thing. 4 on the crit table.
So two shots worth, drop one of them. There are 3 remaining. Again, it will still get a chance to attack because technically it was attacking when you were attacking.
Correct.
But yes.
Simultaneous pewing.
Exactly.
Pew,
Mhm.
pew,
And then
pew,
it also
pew.
Mhm.
and then I had just a shot to arm, or a wing shot.
Okay.
That was a 71 number.
That is enough to hit. Oh, you wanted to hit it in the wing? Or that's just the target said you hit it in the
Yeah.
wing. Okay.
Yeah, that was where I ended up.
For how much damage?
Another 14.
Okay. Again, it stays in the air, but that is enough to crit on it. Yes.
Yep. And from there I shoot, miss,
Okay.
and then I have enough remaining actions after the misses to duck back.
To dodge? Okay.
Full
All right.
cover.
So, you all, you shot down 2, right? Because I was keeping track of this on a die, and then I rolled that die. So you brought down 2, you brought down 1, correct? Ace just brought down 2, or not Ace, Glitch just brought down 2.
So that
Correct.
means there's one more.
So technically 1 is still in the air.
No, I killed 1, I hit 1.
Oh yes, 1, yes. So
Yeah,
2
'cause
were,
I made 3.
2 were still in the air. Although you
Succeeded.
did do enough damage
Just
to
bring
crit.
it down.
Yeah.
Well, you critted on it, so it may still fall out of the
That's
sky,
right.
but it is not destroyed. So, 2 are still in the fight. However, 4 are going to attack because, again, technically they were attacking when you guys were attacking. So, again, it helps if I don't roll the die that I'm counting the bogeys on. You know what? Let me just use a different die. That's
That sounds smart.
it is. It is. See? All right. So, creature attacks. Here we go. Ooh. They have something called an exploding tail. I'm like, is it Friday already?
That happens when I eat spicy food.
One of them, Glitch, lashes out at your neck with its wing. They all dive downward.
No, thank
And
you.
you see when it comes out, it is razor sharp along here, and that's the wing that you boom, catch it in and narrowly misses.
Oh gosh.
One comes at you, Tark. And almost certainly hits because it's 60 under. Do you have anything that can stop 60 under?
No.
It hits you. 5 is center mass, right?
Yes.
That's right. Hits you center mass again on the before mitigation or anything for 13 damage.
Okay.
And 8 structural integrity.
Okay. On the chest, right?
On the chest. That can be the one that I will say that you are allowed to hit back. But it definitely, you all see the wing like rakes against him. Like, okay.
It's dead. Don't worry.
And then one of the remaining ones also almost certainly misses at Glitch. Again, because what is your dodge mitigation?
59.
It was only 9 under, so it missed. And Ace, this one is almost certainly going to hit you. What was your dodge mitigation? Because it's 60 under. Is your dodge more than 60?
No, it's 17.
Cool. And it hits you for 13 points of damage.
Ooh, so my body point is 6.
Well, what is the threshold of your armor? So that's the first thing. So this game has a system called tab. It very much is matching up weapons against armor because some weapons are better against some armor and vice versa. Your armor has a threshold, how hard it is to even get through. Then it's got an absorption underneath before it gets to you, and then it gets to your body and hurts you. So what is the threshold of your armor?
Does it hit me in the head or in the body?
The head.
Oh, okay. My threshold's 42 on my helmet.
So it comes down right at your face, Ace, and bang! But it's like you barely feel it. The money on this helmet was like well spent. It's like when it knocks your head back, because again, it's a huge creature. It's almost like you get like a gentle massage in the back of your skull.
Is that a fair MBA?
And like, yeah, it like you kind of get like a recording that like plays like positive messages. And you're just like, no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Just, maybe next time, Duck, but we got you. It's fine.
I'm like, oh, this is great. This is great. Do it again. Do it again.
Just happy little accidents, you know.
Like a gentle brain massage.
Yes, and the 2 proceeded to be destroyed, as I said. Tark, you were absolutely able to swing at this one that swung at you.
I am approximately 100 under.
Again, its mitigation will not help. Yep.
Yeah. Because its range is 40.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's point blank. It's range 1.
Yeah, sorry, range 1, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Not that much damage. I did the least amount of damage I can do, so 18.
Yeah, we're being very subtle. We're passing sneaky notes. How much damage?
8 damage.
8 damage is not enough to kill it.
Sorry, no.
I think you meant more than 8.
Yeah, no, it was 18. 18.
Yeah, it's
right.
like 8, but much more so.
Damage?
Yeah.
Okay. That is
It's
not
like
enough
8,
to
but
kill it,
way
but it also
better.
is enough to crit. So give me your hit location and roll on the appropriate crit table.
Where is the
All right, so it's a 4, which is
It's actually in the quick start guide. I mean, it's in both, but it's probably easier to find in the
Yeah.
quick start guide. It is on PDF page 18 of the quick start guide. Again, quick start guide available for free. Drive through RPG. Yep.
so I rolled a 4, so that's center mass.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
That
4
not
is an
center
arm.
mass. 4 is an arm, or it's going to be a wing in this case.
Yep.
Roll a d10.
All right.
Oh, I rolled it wrong.
9.
9. You have broken its wing. So, 2 of them are, I guess 2 were destroyed, 2 are still up. I would say you hit the one that Glitch has already shot, so it is on the ground, and 1 is still in the air.
And now here's the question: will I be able to have a second shot at it? Because that was technically only 1 action.
It's only 2 seconds. I would say, is this like, you're like, as it's
so
flying
then
by.
I'll
Yep.
try to swing. I'll just basically go.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna make this one a called shot though at its head.
Okay.
I rolled significantly less, so I hit.
And it is 12. Remember, it's a 20 penalty.
Yeah, no, I rolled a 40 last time. I rolled a 20 this time. So
That is a thing.
yeah. And that is 7, Plus 16. So that would be 23 damage to its head.
So it and then plummets to the ground. So there is only one that is still up. And that brings us to Sketch.
So yeah, basically, I'm just trying to keep the ship steady. Also, have you guys? I don't know, because I did ask if you need to be any closer or move.
I mean, you very much can see. Boom, 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 boom. Like it's very clear to you what's happening.
I'm at a very comfy range, man.
Yeah.
All right, well then I'm just gonna try to keep her steady. I rolled a 37, which is.
Real good.
I feel like as the one kind of like falls to the ground in front of you, you're sort of like, boom, boom.
Yeah, that's fair. This is ground vehicle, right? Okay, so I rolled a 37, which is 88 under.
Again, it's silky smooth, and Thumper Jr. is amazed, quite frankly. She's like, no, you're gonna. Oh, okay, all right. You know, how did you even manage to? Wait, what? Like this ride ain't even got an 8th gear. How did you? What?
I'm giggling the whole time.
My balance on top of the vehicle's not even moved. Just...
Yeah, like, oh, she got that one. And we are back around to Thumper. Then there is one left.
And I got 2 actions left. So let's take shot number 3.
Oh yes. Oh well, you cannot. Oh, sorry.
I would like to use one of my actions to put music out on the comms. Yes, something as dramatically appropriate. Some sort of John Williams-esque song.
John Williams when he's ripping off Stravinsky, or John Williams when he's ripping off Holst?
Yes.
Never mind.
First of all, put some respect on John Williams' name, okay?
Good artist borrow.
Great artist steal.
John Williams.
I will verify something, but my understanding is if you bank them to dodge, then you do not still get to shoot. So
There's a snap.
the snapshot.
Snapshot.
Yes, then yes.
What, minus
40, I believe. Yes.
Minus 40?
Yes, then you can do your negative 40 snapshot with your remaining things.
Again,
this is one of those things that I may tell you something very different.
This is just a
later.
rule question I'm curious about. So it's a minus 40 for snapshot, but then do you also take the range or the multiple attack penalty?
You do.
So is that a minus
round.
80?
Yeah. Yeah, so this would be it minus 80 for your third shot. Minus 60 because it'd be the first one was no penalty. The second shot was negative 20. The third shot would be negative 40.
All right, what range? I rolled a 13.
Oh,
so what range band is it at?
It still would have been range band 1 because it was like you know.
Okay, so minus 80 for all the bad stuff. 70 for the range band means only a minus 10 on top of that. So that brings me to I rolled a 13. My skill in this weapon is 146.
That is still enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're like, boom. Same thing. Do you do the average?
50 damage.
No, Thumper. This was money well spent, man.
I love this one.
This was money
I
well
love you
spent.
and your 2 friends.
Yeah. And the creatures are defeated. And you see the structure coming into view up ahead as you are nearly approaching your destination. And it is
okay?
quiet.
I'm fine.
Too quiet.
I'm always fine.
There is a giant gash across the front of his armor.
Okay, but you're hurt.
I mean, the armor's hurt. I'm fine.
We live! Let's celebrate!
Yes. No. Your
I had
very
everyone
powerful
shots.
masculinity is fully intact, but Ace, can you help him? Please?
Wait, Paul, are you okay?
Of course I'm alright.
No, Paul, I saw what you did out there, Paul. Oh my goodness!
That's right.
She's like,
I told you.
I'm gonna text it to all my brothers and sisters and cousins and aunts and uncles.
That you should do.
Yeah, woo!
Could you loop me in on that chain?
Absolutely.
I mean, not to be a part of your personal business, but do you really want them on the same chain as you on the text message?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, when they ask for alimony.
Mm-hmm.
Ace pops up and goes, "Is anybody hurt? Does anybody need
Yes,
anything?
Tark is hurt.
Are you hurt, or is it just your armor?"
I mean, I'm not bleeding, but And I unclasp like the chest piece, and you can see that there's a gash across my chest, but it's not bleeding. And that's just as over time you've realized that's because of Aradani, and I'm holding it in.
Yeah, I smack him on the back of his arms. That's only because you don't want it to be bleeding. That doesn't mean you're not hurt and you don't need Ace.
Why don't we get you patched up? You know, it's really hard to tell as a physician when I need to fix you if you keep playing tough guy all the time. I'm just gonna sometimes you gotta ask for help when you need it. We have your best interest at heart.
Just the best
You
interest.
can't just hold it in all the time.
This is why I don't ask for help, because I get like 10 people telling me how I should behave. Now, either
It's 'cause
you
we
can
love
patch
you.
me up or you don't. It's fine. We can figure it out.
I want you to live and do more sword guy stuff.
With the
Don't leave me alone with them.
do I need the
That one I'll
paramedic
agree
for
on.
this, or do I need physician skill for this?
Did you actually take any personal damage? from
Yeah,
the
I took
attack?
8.
Then you could actually just use one of your BRIs, one of your injections, and just roll the heal.
I also have a first aid kit if you want to use that instead. To not mess with your inventory.
Ah,
Your
this will
eyes
be
are
all
good.
right. I
They
got a lot of
tickle.
them. So
I would
that's-
like you all to know here is
D4.
how cutting edge we are on this, and this is true, and I really love this. I literally just got a new edition of the game just now. So, hey, there you go. We'll be switching over momentarily when we go to break. So when we come back, it might be like, so that thing we were doing is not a thing anymore. Yeah, there you go.
It's plus 2d4 that I roll, and the BRI heals for 5.
Cool.
Hey,
Good start.
Do you need another one, or do you feeling a little better?
I have, on a scale of 1 to 20, or 1 to 25, I'm a 20.
All right, you're gonna be all right. Everybody else good? Also, by the way, love a man with a disintegrator ray.
Yeah, that's right.
it does make him look a lot taller.
It does. It does. The legs. A
I
little
am
bit,
tall. I mean, I am tall.
But the death ray.
No, that's true. You are tall now
I've been tall.
for at least a week.
Thumper Jr. looks over at you, Sketch, and says, well, are we driving just right on up to this place? Am I stopping outside of town? Like, how do y'all want to do this?
I should take a scout.
Same.
All right, let's pull it aside. Is it like, what's the landscape like?
It is largely flat. Every once in a while, there's just kind of like rocky outcroppings.
Love
At
an
this
outcropping.
I would like to pull behind an outcropping
at this stage in the alliance,
in
for
an
the
unnecessarily difficult way.
like full Ace Ventura, like just like slide it in.
Power
type
slide.
thing, right?
Power slide.
I mean,
into
yes,
the-
powers. I was thinking more Fast and Furious rather than Ace Ventura, but yeah, you know that
I was
At
thinking.
this stage in the alliance,
Tokyo Drift style.
Tokyo's
wrong
not a
with
real
this?
place. At this stage in the alliance expansion, that any world that is not completely already claimed and exploited is kind of terrible. So it's everywhere nice is long since claimed. So most of these frontier worlds where people are just trying to make something happen usually are not too enjoyable. for
Ain't
the
nobody
most
got
part.
time to terraform.
Glitch, actually everyone who wants to take a look, because you are, I would say, roughly a click out from the facility when you pull things over, can make an observation check.
All right.
Can I use a tactical evaluation
You
instead?
absolutely can.
I don't know. There's
Nope.
still something wrong with these infrared goggles.
Have you successfully rolled to disbelieve again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
right.
did.
No, yeah.
I would like to search for local comms, you know, like if somebody's using, like, there's a group of people using, like, walkies or something.
I have a transmission detector. When we
When
get a,
we can do that as well.
I mean, if you want.
Those
your
dice
roll.
are in timeout.
Oh, I see. So I'd use, it's an
It's-
equipment. All right,
it's-
so what's the bonus?
You're
there?
like, you just see red everywhere. Like, it
Yeah,
doesn't
I'll
make
take that.
like, you're like, okay, so everything's red now. I don't, what even is
Oh.
this? You know what it is? You know what it is?
So we're gonna have a
The
really
instructions are
good
in
dice.
freaking galactic common.
It's what it's always been. It's always the issue.
You're like, what does this even say?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
And my earpiece only translates what I hear, not what I see. So
Yeah. You're like, you're like, no, this
Lots
was
of
glitch.
mistakes
Read
for
aloud.
me.
You saw glitch was doing it, and it just, what? Yes.
I rolled 119 below for comms.
That bizarre crackling noise you heard before has stopped.
The secret comms are no longer coming.
Are they
Very
agitating?
calming.
I am 128 under.
For your observation?
Yes.
How are you searching?
With the multispectral binoculars, I've sort of popped back out of the moon roof, and I'm actually actively trying to stay as far away from everybody else who's trying to look, so that I don't have too much interference.
So it's like you're trying not to do a bad?
Yeah. I know that technically they're all still in the bubble of bad, but I'm trying. So I pop up on the moon roof.
As you pop up and you are looking up along the walls of the facility, you see a humanoid shape, a large humanoid shape that has binoculars that is basically looking in the direction that you all were. And you see another person standing there with a very large rifle that is kind of pointed out. And you hear, "Pow!" And you wheel the binoculars around, and you see one of the creatures that was still on the ground, its head explodes.
Ooh, that was a good shot. Someone hand me their flashlight real quick. I want to start morsing out toss to the binoculars.
I'm like, click, 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 click.
Yeah.
So you see the person turn, and then pow! And that's a good place for us to go to break. So we will be back in just a minute for Glitch to surely not be about to get their head blown off. I mean, probably, most likely, not about to get their head blown off.
I mean, that will be an aggression roll from Tark.
Just pulls
We
out.
come back and holds them in the ground.
Exactly.
It was.
I just see. What was it? It was one of those like 80s parody movies where the dude's running towards the castle and they're no, it's still Monty Python when he attacks, he's like running, and they're just looking at him and running, and he's still just, and then running, and then he's just there like killing you. Like that's that'll be Tark. Momentarily.
But it won't, because I won't get hurt.
It's true. No, it's gonna be fine. But first, a break.
A break.
I hit the wrong thing. I'm doing it wrong. No, get help. And we are back with Glitch. You click the flashlight. Click, 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 click. The person turned. Pow! And rolled, quite frankly, spectacularly. A 10 is the best you can possibly do in this game, and they rolled a 12.
Is it ignoring the flux shield on the vehicle?
It is not shooting the vehicle. It is shooting them.
But they are in the vehicle.
The whole thing with the birds, that did not come into effect with by the shooting or receiving damage. So I'm going to say no, it does not affect the flux shield.
I was dumped at least this much out of the moonroof to use binoculars.
Oh,
so it'll be against my helmet, which I'm sure is fine.
Believe it or not, it is not necessarily against your helmet.
How would it not be against their helmet?
Because they didn't necessarily take a call shot.
I think we're saying I'm cover otherwise.
Yeah, you've
They
got
rolled
3/4
115 under their skill, so they're just going to put a bullet wherever they want to, really. Let's see.
Well.
What is the threshold of your armor?
I believe it is 12 for my body armor.
For your helmet, though?
No, my
Not the
threshold for
helmet.
my
It does not hit them in the head. It does not hit them in the
unless
head.
they bump.
Okay.
You know what? We're gonna go crazy and let fate decide.
You could bump, though.
Oh yeah, defensive bump.
I'd like to bump.
You can, in fact, defensive.
But that is quite a call to make.
Do I take a shot to the chest or the face?
Do I make the shot go to my head?
Currently, they will hit you center mass.
Cool.
So,
oh boy. I don't.
So what this defensive bump thing is, this was not a mechanic that was in the first episode because their skill was not high enough. Well, defensive bumps were, now they have offensive bumps. So to reflect the fact that your skill is higher, you have some ability to manipulate both where you hit your target or where you are hit when someone tries to shoot you.
Yeah, I'm gonna bump it to my helmet.
You can
Live dangerous.
I'm going to point it to your face.
Also,
Yeah.
live safely? That's
We'll
you're
find
living
out.
safely.
I don't know.
What?
I'm high risk, high reward.
Have faith in your gear.
What is the
You are
threshold
brave.
on your helmet?
42.
Which is
So
very
You
different
will
than
be
12.
fine.
You're like, click, 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 BAM! And it still hurts. Like, it very much keeps your head intact, and you all see Glitch comes tumbling back down the walkway and hits the floor just in a heap.
Ace!
Yeah.
Deal with this.
All right. What do you need? Let's see.
Those are not friendlies. Those are not friendlies.
You
That's
got your
not
bell
Hoss.
rung.
What's going on back there, buddy?
I got shot in the head.
Is your head okay? Is it still attached to your
I'm
body?
talking.
All right, so that's a good sign. It's a good sign. And then I'm gonna check them to see.
Yeah, the helmet held, like, very much. There is like a giant black streak where basically it was center mass, which you recognize, Glitch, was a spectacular shot because you were like click, 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 and I mean it's right there.
Right in the clicker.
Yeah, right in the clicker. Under different set of circumstances, no, instant death.
Glad I shelled after that one.
Haas,
Yes.
you hear,
Oh.
and you're like, and you look down, and you were tied up, hands and feet.
Well. Fantastic. Cool.
Do you have escape artist?
I have a power I would like to use. Let me figure out what it's called.
All right. Well, you tell me when you have it.
Magic.
Meanwhile,
I got
inside
magic. Use your
inside
magic, Hoss.
the transport, what are you all doing? What is the official name of your vehicle? I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly.
Officially, it is an armored infantry transport archetype.
Yep.
It's a skimmer.
It is this
Ground
inside
What
the
is the
skimmer.
name?
Yeah, does it have a, or is that the name? Because there was the Ripley and all that stuff, you know.
No, it's the Playboy.
I'm surprised you didn't call it the truck.
Oh,
The Playboy.
because you're a bunny.
Well, meanwhile, inside the skimmer, yes, Glitch, otherwise unharmed. Glitch. Let's go ahead. Glitch.
Yeah?
The moment of coming face to face with your imminent mortality
Yeah?
and being replaced,
Yeah?
is making you kind of lose control a little bit.
Shit. Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
Ace, as you are working on them, you feel all of the hair on your head begin to sort of like stand up a little bit. Thumper, you again are like, and
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine, buddy. It's fine.
yeah,
Whoa, I'm weak in the knees.
yes, Thumper. Thumper, it is true. When your targeting light eye goes out, your newly improved legs, you all see Thumper very much spaghetti-legged.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the controls over to Junior
Mm-hmm.
and run to where.
They very much are like, what is going on back here? We're losing it. Wait, where are you going? Just and every light on the dashboard.
Buddy.
Yep.
Buddy.
Yeah, I thought I was fine.
I thought
I was fine. I thought I was fine.
You are fine.
I am. I know I am.
We're
I know.
fine.
I don't know why I'm not fine.
Buddy.
I should be fine.
We are fine.
Why aren't
We're
I fine?
We're fine.
I know that.
Look at me. We're
I
fine.
know that. Why am I still
Just
glitching?
breathe. Just breathe.
Ah!
I like it when you're glitchy too, because that is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Look at them, they're all fuzzy.
Ace, you do
I'm
feel
fine,
the
I'm
giggles coming on when you
Well, I've been laughing a long time already. You see,
when
the whole
this fluffy spaghetti leg cyborg killing machine sort of like
It was really only the A grab on my belt and the weapon that kept me upright. I will be truthful.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh, I know. It's your nature. It's all right. I'm gonna go sit over here and be sick.
this is
spice
not
things up.
this in Thumper. This is nothing like what happened on Aron 12 that one time. So
No, not at all. That was a unique experience.
I
Glitch?
know to stand farther away now.
Glitch.
Yeah.
What direction did they come from? Where did the shot come from? Focus.
North by northwest.
Is there an exit on this vehicle on the opposite side of that?
Oh yeah, you can deploy out of any direction.
Glitch, let's get you outside. Let's get you some air.
Multi-deployable.
And let's see what we can find out.
Yeah, we need to scout recon anyway.
Mm-hmm. So who is deploying, going scouting, and who is staying inside for the time being?
Scouting.
I'll go scouting.
You're gonna go scouting?
I'd like to scout. Well, maybe we should split up into 2 teams.
Are you even able to stand up right now?
I'm good. I'm good.
If I get out,
He is absolutely swole, like vein poppingly swole.
Does he, when he resets, does he have like some noises and music that go off?
Yeah.
Marketing system online.
Yeah.
I like her. She talks in my head sometimes.
Yeah. It's just a couple minutes. It does on. Okay. All right.
I would like to do a quick scan of the ship, of the skimmer. If being very familiar with Glitch, I know exactly which systems to check to make sure they're in working order.
It was kind of worse this time, which betrays just how freaked out your friend was, really. If you had been in an active combat situation, it would have been borderline catastrophic. But here, kind of safely behind cover, you're sort of able to like, okay, hold on, baby, just, no, don't go doing that. Don't start out there. You're like, yeah, hit that plasma. All right, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to show Junior some tricks on if this happens again.
She's like, you are a mad woman. You cannot reroute the fuel injectors through the carbonator. Oh, it ejects the fire out the sides. Yes, Ace, you were saying something also.
I would like to look outside and like observe around and see with the terrestrial knowledge if I am, as a traveler in pursuit of medical experience, have I heard anything about this planet or anything that would be of interest to us?
You can make your terrestrial knowledge check to see what you know about the planet Crécy. Did you figure out your power thumper?
Yes.
Mhm.
I would like to teleport. That's what it's called. Such a simple name.
You had to look that up.
I thought it was that, but
Okay. All right.
That's what they call it.
just standard teleportation.
As far as you can tell, again, you are bound hand and foot, and you do not see any of your possessions.
Teleport
You are
on
just
them.
Completely naked.
This, you still have your undergarments on, but
That's
everything else is gone.
Teleport back into your armor.
You are in what looks like some sort of like adobe brick structure. Again, you know this was a frontier colony. It was built by Arayans. They have ceased transmitting, which is you all were sent here to find out what happened to them. The last thing you remember is you were coming down in your own personnel pod and started taking heavy fire. And you tapped into one of these abilities that, quite frankly, you as a FOT are not supposed to possess.
I still don't understand them completely.
It does not make any sense, man. And then Muzakans, they keep inspecting you and poking and prodding you and trying to figure out why you can do these things and just...
You're magic,
But
honey.
you hit it, and you don't remember anything until this exact second. You were just kind of like, death is imminent, smoke them if you got them. Well,
Fire.
Right. And then now... You woke up completely bound.
And in my undergarments.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And yes, I would like to teleport right on out.
What does Thumper look like, by the way?
Thumper?
Hoss?
Well, Thumper.
Hoss, sorry, Hoss. What does Hoss look
little
like?
this.
Mhm.
The last time you saw me was a lot shorter.
Hoss? He looks exactly the same. Just tall, black fur, with red eyeballs. He got a flame, and the center of his head goes down. Got a white nose, muzzle thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
You are also a FOT, which is a rabbit person.
I'm a big rabbit person.
Did you make your Matrix controller check to see if the power works? Because each one has its own thing.
Really, actually, it says generation skill.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know how that works.
Like everything else. So it's probably half of your intelligence plus your skill. 5% per rank of the skill.
Oh, cool. Oh, 59.
What is your skill?
65.
So you're like, oh, yeah, right. And And I will say, even though you were trying to shake the ropes, you managed to leave behind the leg ropes, but your hands are still bound.
That's perfect.
Yep.
Just running in my undergarments.
Was your goal to teleport within this room to shake the ropes, or outside of this room?
I would like to. I can apparently go 2 kilometers in any direction.
Okay.
And not into solid objects.
Okay.
So I would like to do that. 2 kilometers away. Just to get a
2
bearing.
kilometers from where you were?
Mm-hmm.
We will let fate decide if you go towards your friends, away from your friends.
I got
While
some good
naked
scouting
and bound.
skills.
Mhm.
So, you know.
And no gear.
Well, the best thing about him
I'll
being
just
naked
run
is just
to my
fur.
thumper. Oh.
I hear you! My incredible hearing!
As you all are sort of moving out of the...
I can fly, too,
and we will come
actually.
back to your
A
terrestrial.
matrix
What did you
fly,
get
like
for
a
your
matrix.
terrestrial knowledge check?
For terrestrial knowledge, 98. I don't know anything about this place. Never
This
seen
could,
it
it
before.
could be anywhere.
Girl, you know
like-
the
This is
roll
made of
better.
two rolls.
For observation.
Do you need new dice
As well
or?
as what I saw.
Do you want to
No,
use my
again,
dice moving
if I can.
forward?
In a different system, you'd be rolling spectacularly.
Magnificent.
Right.
Yes.
Which is, it worked out well during stat generation. This all went well. And then it has not done well.
Right, it
since-
forgot to switch.
Yeah, then.
right.
Low numbers are good in this game, you all.
There's a lot of dice going to dice checks.
So terrestrial knowledge, you're like, you know this planet sucks.
This
That's
is
what
a
you know. You're like,
terrest.
why is anyone here?
Like, did roll for observation as
Mm-hmm.
well, which was 27 under 75.
As you're like, no, Crécy. Oh, no, I knew Cressor. Wait, this isn't on any map. And you see a naked rabbit running across the plains.
With his hands still
His
there.
hands tied.
Thumper, help me.
He is very fast, though.
I whistle. I whistle as loud as I can.
You hear, this again, you all have been together many years now. Like, you know the that is the
Oh,
you know exactly where it is.
Thumper.
I want to keep eyes on the sniper that I know is there as the naked man runs across the plane.
Please take shots at me.
No, you'll be fully
I
murdered.
know, but I'm just naked rabbit running.
His dodge
So
is like
you all see him
120.
too. I thought the wing to the helmet earlier just might have set me off course and see like a half naked bunny running through a field. Okay, all right. So that's Haas, guys, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run out and meet him. Cover me.
All right.
What?
No, why?
Again, Thumper, what do you do?
I gotta run out and help a friend.
Thumper is astonishingly fast, honestly. Like, you knew he was fast. Not fast enough, because I just rolled a 1.
Stop it!
Thumper.
Is you all,
Y'all
like,
should
is
switch dice.
Thumper kind of hops out the back of the transport, and it's like, I'm coming, buddy! And it's like... what is it, like metal feet across the plains. And I'm doing you a sincere favor, Haas, because if the sniper had chosen to shot you, you'd be absolutely dead right
He
now.
Well,
doesn't
I
have the
appreciate
ability
you,
to try
God.
to dodge.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, on a 1, he's not gonna.
I'm quite fast.
Yeah. No. Again, you'd be shot, and since you're currently unarmored, you would be dead.
My choice.
What is the threshold? Well, let's see where.
Well, I got flux. I got my personal flux field 1st, and then you want
Which your personal flux field does what?
No flux given.
No flux given.
All the flux.
Or in this
all
case,
the
no
flux are
flux
given.
given.
No,
I
you
feel
keep
like it
them
is
all
like
for yourself.
several,
it's a flux
They don't get
shield
any.
3
Flux kept.
Mhm.
I have no
installed
flux
in my
to give.
armor.
Doesn't the flux shield only work against lasers? Don't quote me on that, internet. I could be wrong. But I feel like a flux shield works against a certain type of weapon.
It is, yeah.
I mean, I've got a force shield.
Yeah, because a force shield is a different kind of weapon. Again, that's kind of the give and take of this game of like, you know, I'm really good protecting against this. I'm really good attacking against that. And then what is the threshold of your armor?
All right. The threshold of my armor is 17.
That is a 20. So 3 points of it go through to the absorption. It is a solid slug. So you all like, And Glitch, while you are watching, you're like, there's nobody, and then, like almost impossibly fast.
Oh shoot,
The person
they're really good.
comes up and does it. And Thumper, again, you know just how fast you're moving, and you still feel just center mass.
I was trying to serpentine.
Just bang! For 3 points make it through to the absorption, but I don't.
From the
It's hard to
torso.
do that on an axe.
But you do catch up to your friend at that exact second. But you are quite clear that you all are out in the open with an active gunner.
I would like to move the ship to block them.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it my turn? Or?
Yeah. No, you
right.
have arrived, and it's Haas. He is naked and his hands are bound.
Oh, Thumper.
Well, my armor and I have an extra A-grab belt.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pick him up like a football and just start running for cover.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do something as well?
Sure.
I would like to turn us invisible. My powers. I rolled a 47.
So you like Thumper, and you pick him up, and you all see they're gone.
Okay.
Now how
which
am
is
I
very
supposed to
new.
cover him if he's gone? I don't know where he is.
Well, I had already started moving the ship,
yeah.
so I'm just going to move it to where they were, keeping in mind that they were moving.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 23 under 135.
You all see the skimmer comes out from behind cover. So Tark and Ace and Glitch had already departed the vessel.
Yes.
So as the skimmer starts moving over towards them, who disappear in front of all of you, what do you do, Tark?
This is perfect. Let's go.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a great distraction.
Yeah, I want to move. If they're distracted that way,
Yep, we're moving in the other direction.
Yep.
We're going to try to ideally flank and then get up.
I appreciate you have like the Aerodani speaking kill squad.
yeah, we're all speaking Aerodani right now.
I've taken some skill points in speaking the same language that Tark does because we're buddies. Because it turns out you can glitch your buddy's cybernetics, but you can't glitch a sword. It's still made of sword.
Would you like us to roll
I
stealth?
would,
or...
all three of you, to make your stealth checks.
I have also taken some points in Eridani, but not enough to be fluent. Just enough to understand exclamations and to try to say things very poorly.
To try to say it's very important.
I rolled.
What did you need?
I needed 50.
Ooh, boy.
I rolled 72 below.
Really? Because your stealth, I thought you
Oh, was it 10 and 50%?
No,
No.
so plus half of your agility.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 72 below.
So, yeah, it's 37, and then scroll back down. So it's 87 is your stealth.
Okay, 74. I'm
Right.
87.
Right.
So yeah, this is 87, not
Thumper.
50. Because if you're at level 10, then
so
that's an
amazing
additional
now.
50 points.
So swole.
All right.
Cyber thumbs. I've been working out.
109 below.
So the two of them literally vanish. The three of you metaphorically vanish. It's just like
And I just come out.
smoke bomb.
Oh.
Sexual.
Sure, yay! Welcome aboard. It's all the fingers. Yes.
Ooh.
So the two of you, who are invisible,
We've got
but are very
fingers enough
much
for everyone.
still there, and see the skimmer coming your direction. What are the two of you going to do? Because again, you are carrying him like.
And the side door is open from where.
That's where I'm headed. That's my end zone. I have
You
to
hear-
deliver the package.
Over the columns, Paul! What
on,
they done to you, Paul?
I'm bringing in Haas.
Just we can't see you, Paul. Where'd you go?
What?
You've
I'm
gone
running right
You've gone a bit invisible.
at you. What? I have powers I didn't even know I had.
I don't think they're yours.
Paul, you are moving so fast. You are no longer in the visible spectrum.
I'm amazing. Keep your current heading.
All right. You all are able to approach the facility from what would be the on the map that I sent you all, which is like a installation, basically a settlement that has been built here. It has again walls all around it. There are a couple of entry points. They are mostly made out of like a almost like a clay, essentially, that they've essentially been able to harvest locally. There are a lot of like wooden structures, even though you haven't seen trees as such, which is weird. But it is a fairly low-tech setup. Which again, you Arrayans know, they might have meant it ironically. They're like, we're roughing it on the frontier.
How rusted.
Space hipsters.
Literally space hipsters.
Space hipsters.
That'll be the name of episode 3. Yeah.
It's a spin-off.
Yes, and you all are approaching from the north side, which is the top of the map.
The three of us are
Yes.
approaching from the north side. Okay.
Where on the map have I
It's like the best side of
placed where I've
them,
seen
actually.
the gunner take the
On
shots?
that wall from the north.
Right.
You know, there's a
In
small
that little bit?
structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically there. And you don't see them again. When they initially shot, 2 of them were just standing there.
Yeah.
And then when they took the shot at you, they took cover. And
Yeah.
then the person with the gun basically popped up to try and notch Thumper and has disappeared again.
I would
So
like
you
to-
currently do not see anyone on the walls of this place.
I would like to keep as close to like the rock formations as soon as we, and then basically run it across to get up against the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd
You
love to come in from the west.
You notice as you all
Just
get
a couple
close to the
of
walls, there are like security lights on the outside, but again, they're not like huge spotlights or anything. It was more like light to see, not necessarily light for security.
So the security lights aren't for security?
Oh.
What I mean is they're not like spotlights, like a jail or a prison or something. I mean, they're just like mounted lights.
Yeah, they're for visual area. Yeah.
They're called security lights because they belong to the security, not because they themselves
Exactly.
are
Right.
security.
Right. I mean,
Have
but they
the
make you feel better. That's
Right,
why
they make
they're
you feel secure.
security
I don't think
lights.
that's true.
Yes.
I don't think more secure.
I
Security.
believe I actually
A
have,
lot
Battle
like it.
nightmares.
Ace is gonna follow Tark. Okay.
I think I have a scanner for nearby security devices.
Okay. Roll it.
Let's see. I think that would that be observation based then? Physical security checks. There we go.
Okay. That. Okay. All right. Once they get on board, well, when do you turn visible again, or do you?
It has a 30-minute duration.
But you can turn it off.
Well, I don't know that yet.
You all hear boom, 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 boom.
doesn't
you
tell
know,
me,
of
actually, to be honest.
Again, you know, Thumper is made out of metal now, so when his feet hit the deck, you boom, boom, like, you know, and he's not exactly quiet. So
Can I see Haas?
you can see Haas, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, buddy, we
Thumper.
need to get you some gear.
I don't know, I'm naked
You
in the
can't be
frame.
out there in your skivvies.
I agree.
How'd you get in there? What happened to your
They
weapons?
bonked me on the head. I woke up naked.
Oh, they're the kinky kind.
Yeah, I would especially like it.
All right, well, what's your flavor? What you want?
Wait, what do we have here?
Your stuff is missing, so they have.
I went naked.
Here, you can borrow one of my guns. What do you? How about this this Devastator?
We buy the same weapons all the time.
All right, then you are familiar with this.
I'm very familiar.
All right, I'm loaning him my Omega.
I hate to interrupt this reunion here, Haas, but you got some of your fancy magic things going on, and we can't see you. And as much as most of the members of the
Well, I
party
can see
would
me.
appreciate
Yeah, he's
that,
right
it just makes things a little difficult. If you could turn that off, or do it, it's fine. Just
You do happen to know that with no armor, if you get shot, you will almost certainly die.
Well, luckily they can't see me.
You're in a ship, so that's good too.
Well, I'm undetected by like everything.
In Sketch, now that they are on board, where do you go? If you notice on the map again, there are small like a little like kind of like almost access road that goes kind of there along the top, and there's also one that goes along the south side.
well, my cohorts have gone to the north. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pull up this map. Where did you? Oh,
In the chat.
ooh, too many chats.
Would Junior's armor fit Haas?
Maybe your old armor.
Daddy, you
That is my old
told me that this is mine and that I had earned it to keep me alive after Thumper's 4 through 11 did not return from your gallivanting adventures.
I know, but I was worried about your uncle, and he's going to be out there in the field, whereas you are staying in the pod.
I have some armor that Junior can wear. My old armor.
All right, so let's musical chairs on the armor and get you out in the field.
I agree.
She very much is like huffy, like, no, this dang daddy takes stuff back. You just supposed to, didn't want to come in the first place.
It's all personalized. Her armor.
Oh yeah, no, it's all it's like
It's got graphics all over.
No, but it's like metal though, like she's very much into like Chatillon synth pop, you know, like super brutal stuff. Like there's a Châtillon band called the Zazins, which they mean ironically, but it is like yeah, it's dope. Not necessarily
There's
your
also
taste.
there's
Does it
also a
disappear
bumper
as
sticker
soon
on
as
the
he
shoulder that
puts it
says
on?
my daddy is a lieutenant colonel
Yes, because
in the SSDC.
Mm-hmm.
I know him.
It's me. You.
My daddy is
Oh,
also a
dang.
student.
That
I'm my
is
own daddy.
a new fun little trick you've got.
What?
Right.
Also, Sketch, you've been a lot of places. That should not be possible. You see the little watermelon-headed, like the Mutsakans, they do that kind of stuff all the time, but like, he's a fot.
Right, but I mean, we've been aware of it, yeah?
Nope,
But
this is new.
entirely new.
I'm not even aware of it till right now.
Oh, all right.
I
I
always
didn't
knew
realize.
you had magic.
I always knew I was special. Yes.
I don't. Okay. Right. All right. So they've gone to the.
Specifically on a meta level, usually we would just play this out. But again, mention those charts you could roll on for just random things. It just so happens that Haas the Fot has access to some of the Matrix powers that usually are prohibited to his race.
I'm incredibly powerful.
Mm-hmm. So where are you heading?
I'm gonna come to them. What's y'all's plan at this point?
You all hear that?
Right now, our plan is to get in and take them out.
You rolled a tactical knowledge at one point. Did I ever tell you what that what
The
the
tactical
results
evaluation, no, but I also super don't remember what I wrote.
feel free to roll it again.
Okay.
Because you did say you were going to do it, and we never resolved it.
I got 97 under to detect the like local security systems within like I think it's 15 meters.
On observation, I got 20 under 75.
Perfect.
I got 44 under on my tactical evaluation.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you
I
got
rolled a
55.
20.
Yeah, you got 55 under.
Under 75.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you see very well. Yes. Are you? This is a visual, I suppose, because the rings don't have.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking around to see what I can see.
Glitch. You're detecting a lot of like very like localized handheld stuff. It's almost like the main central power to this facility apparently is off, which is why these security lights kind of come on when everything else goes off. So it's almost like everything, all of the local electricity you should be detecting is not functioning. And this was security that you found?
Yeah, although I also have a bioscanner. Like I'm built to be a scout.
Mm-hmm.
So if there are people in,
Feel free to bioscan.
Yeah, I will buy a scan. I think.
Does your
a
skimmer have guns?
Hell yeah.
functions as a sensor.
I don't know what's going on, but while you two can't be seen, maybe you should take advantage and go kill whatever's out shooting at us.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Ace, you hear whispering in a language you do not know.
Hey. Tart.
Can she understand it because of her
Is
her
it galactic
earbud?
common?
Oh, yeah, I have the earpiece now.
30%.
30%.
Actually, no. That went really well. They are speaking Fintari.
Oh. I don't think I can get everything because, like, that language is terrible, but I think it's that language of those guys that we don't like. Talk.
Fought?
No, the other one.
What?
The really
Zaza?
eaty one.
Oh.
Fentar.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, the Squid Boys.
Squid billies.
Are we all on a central
Squid
comm?
I would say sure.
Space.
You're talking to the comm links. Yeah.
Sketch, can you and your buddies continue making a distraction out there? We're going to try to sneak up behind them.
My buddies are currently invisible entirely.
Well, there might be one thing. Can you check on the UV spectrum and see if I still show up?
You
I have got a lot of A-grav on.
You cannot.
I mean, a lot of
It
my.
masks all
Does
spectrum.
it mask every
Mask-
spectrum?
It says all spectrums.
Well, that is actually that's good news. That's good news for
They're not
us.
even appearing on UV spectrum or any like I've
But
got nothing.
they're physically there.
Yeah.
They're physically here. I hear them constantly.
Okay, well you can hear them. Do me a favor and just see if you can punch one.
Oh, okay, all right. I am gonna punch towards the sound.
Which sound?
Your sound.
Ow!
Yes,
Why'd
I
you
can
do
punch
it?
them.
Okay,
We can't distract if they can't see us. We
That-
could go in there and mess them up. Let's go in there and mess them up.
It won't. Yeah.
That's what
How
I'm
long
saying.
does this last?
Listen, I will shoot from the ship so that they aim at me. You invisible boys go be invisible and mess them up. Yes?
Yeah, sounds
Mess
good.
them up real
The
good.
walls are about 10 meters high.
So
by
your
the way.
choices, weapon-wise, Sketch, are
Well, we
there
can
is
jump
a...
real
Are they
good.
on the other side of the walls? Are these people that are shooting at us are on the other side of the
Yeah,
walls?
they're in the facility, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're probably either on them or.
Right, but
I
I
can
just
jump
took my
27.
scan and
I feel like
I
rolled
augmented my
a
stuff.
I feel like I could
zillion
jump maybe
under,
half that.
to scan life forms within 50 meter.
And what did you get?
102 under.
You can fly.
So is
I
this
can- oh,
telling
yeah,
you
I can
what
fly.
they are, or just that they're
I
in
forgot
there?
about.
No, so it detects presence of life forms, and so some of the stealth
energy
boy kind of
controllers
life
by
forms
far one of my favorite
have the immunities
powers.
that they have as species
Mhm.
abilities, but not what they are.
You get 11 hits inside.
All right, and we have locations on them.
There
basically
are
what we did.
roughly 6 on the wall. There are roughly 2 on each side. As you can see from the map, there the wall is like not necessarily big enough to stand on itself, but there's a lot of like adjacent structures to it.
Yeah.
So there's roughly 2 on each wall and 5 in the middle of the facility. Yeah.
Is
I
it a
could
small
do that.
enough wall for me to blow it up with a rocket?
One way to find out. That will very much give away your position if you do. Now, so remember, your body-mounted missiles are anti-structure, so I feel like the odds are good. You could probably put a hole in one of these walls.
Hey guys, so just to let you know, as an option, I can blow a hole in the wall, and it could also be a wall that a lot of them are standing on. So if you guys just tell me when, I will make things happen.
I think if we do that, we do you firing and Ace firing at the same time.
Right. And invisible boys, just let me know if I need to stop firing, because I can't see you. So if you're on a wall I'm about to shoot, I'd love to know.
What is the radius on your life form detectors?
50 meters, 50.
Just stay on your comms and communicate, just to us though.
Is that a thing that is functioning
I
all
can
the
hear
time, or you have to
everything.
actively turn
I
on
can
or turn
hear it
off?
all.
Let's see. It's not specified.
Okay. Okay, got it.
What
We're going to say
page-
for our purposes it will remain on.
What page are the specs of the skimmer on?
PDF 327.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, so, sneaky people. You all, again, Ace.
Thought ninjas.
Yeah, thought ninjas, what are you going to do?
Ninjas.
Let's
No,
just,
It
let's
is
just
really
mess 'em
called-
up.
Let's
It's
just
really
run up.
called an armored infantry transport archetype. Like, he wasn't being facetious there. That is what it's called. Yeah.
And while they're doing that, I'm going to shoot vaguely towards the snipers with the ship's weapons.
Okay,
Just a little cover.
all right. You're going right. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You got an HMG-sized weapon in the turret, and there's a missile bay with 6 Reflex XL missiles.
Are any of them plasma?
What range are they in from you?
You all are basically at the base of the wall, so you, at this exact second, you do not have eyes on anyone.
Yeah.
You know they're there because of Glitch's scans and your own observations, so you're aware of their presence, but like right now, there is no one that you're like, there's a guy, pal. Like,
Well, can I, with Glitch's scan, do I see like what does it look like? Is it a bunch of little dots like on a wall? Like how do I like see dots congregated at any place like on this like Glitch scan map that I can shoot? I know to shoot at the wall right there and probably take out the structure below them.
you do know that here on the north face of this wall, that like there is basically this little building here that they're standing on top of. So yeah.
We're pretty sure that there are people up on the North Tower. If you wanted to send a rocket there from a position that isn't where the insertion team is.
Because you will very much give away your position if you do this. So you have 2 options to point out to you. One, you could also hit the wall itself and try and blow a hole in the wall, which then you could go through. You also, your weapon system in particular, you have the automatic option where you can kind of fire and forget it, where you're like,
I like that
please
one.
don't fail me now.
And that's the one that does structural damage as well.
That is the
This
one
all
that does
seems to
structural
come
damage as
together
well.
very nicely.
It's weird. It's almost like you have high-level weapon systems.
That last.
Is your goal the wall or the building?
What do you think, guys?
I think you take out the tower. Take out the gunners.
And
Okay.
when Glitch says
We
that,
can
that's what
make
she's
our
going
way
to
in.
do.
Are you all attempting to coordinate when all of this is going
Yes.
to happen?
Yeah, we want to be not near where Rocket is going off, so
325
our
armored
position isn't
infantry
given away.
transport archetype.
Okay,
We
that's
already rolled initiative, so Haas, just give me your initiative, and I'm gonna stick with what we had last time. So you roll 2 of these, combine it, so the max number is 20, and then subtract your initiative modifier from that.
46.
Nope,
No,
that would be,
10.
that'd be
That is
10.
10.
And your initiative is minus what?
What numbers
12
do
or
I add
13,
together
12.
for this fire?
12.
So you're minus 2.
It is the half of your manual dexterity
Ready to roll.
plus the skill.
Yee!
This is one of the ones you maxed out, right?
I feel like it's
I
the
believe
voice
so.
I was
And
using.
then the weapon itself also.
Figure it
So it is honestly, if you don't roll a 1, you kind of or roll 100, you kind of can't miss. So yes, and that is very accurate.
The
So
rocket.
you're going to
It's not like the building's going to dodge.
right. You get. I mean, you never. Well, things can malfunction. That's kind of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just.
Some buildings can. It's sci-fi.
It's Western sci-fi.
Also true.
California's the land of rubber.
What did you end up with?
This.
-2.
Okay. All right.
We the fast boys.
Yes, we
Okay, so
get up in
again,
there.
we are going to declare
Yes.
an opposite order, but I think I'm pretty clear on what everyone's going to do. Sketch is going to start shooting. Glitch, what are you going to do when, because what is going to happen is once, Ace launches the missile again, it will take off and like she has a chance to go do something else while it does its own thing. This weapon system in particular has an auto fire where she can use her skill or it's got its own skill basically where it will do fight for you.
You don't have smoke
so-
or anything?
I have smoke grenades.
I mean, if you bought it.
It's like-
You're
Well,
invisible.
Smoke 'em if
I
you
don't
got
have any of
'em.
my equipment.
Mm-hmm.
I have things.
You're invisible.
Yes, but they are not.
So,
Yeah, but
Glitch,
we're in
what
two
is your
different
so
places.
understanding the plan
Yes.
is that Sketch will start shooting and Ace will launch the rocket. What are you going to do?
Yes. At that time, the hope is that Tark and I are at not Ace's location, so that our position isn't given away. We're going to make our way in and
Do the hole that theoretically the rocket's going to blow in the wall?
I think we might just take a wall, like come from the southwest or something. Just chaos on all ends of the building.
Okay.
Since
so
we have positions on the other people,
So the wall is 10 meters high. How do you intend to scale it?
I kind
I-
of figure you can do that. And I'm a good Yoda.
Yeah, very much so.
My grappling hook.
You're
I'm just
gonna
gonna jump
backpack over?
I
Yeah.
was thinking of that.
Okay. All right.
I entirely
and
just assumed you're strong
the
enough.
thoughts are doing what? One of
My
those
climb's a
happens.
95.
Jumping
All right.
over the wall.
Well, we're running in, and when we see the missiles hit the wall and make a hole, I want to jump over the wall, but about 30, 40 meters to the side of it. So if anything's coming towards that opening to see that hole, I can flank them. So
So
I'm going to use my
specifically-
jump pads to jump over the wall
So
once I get there.
specifically, what is happening here is the missile is going to hit the north wall. The skimmer fire is going to hit the south wall. So do you want the north wall, south wall, or
We're
would
by
be
the
east
south
wall?
wall.
Okay, yes, you would be by the south wall.
Yeah, but I'm going to jump over the wall, not at the point where the skimmer is
Okay.
hitting it, but to flank anybody coming to that opening
Okay.
on the other side.
Perfect. All right, so
I like the one man, two man that as well. I'll be on the low side. He'll be on the high side.
all right, so you can all make the appropriate skill checks. Again, you've already rolled for the missile. Again, it is difficult to miss. It is possible, but you rolled spectacularly. So you're like sort of laying in. There's a nice spiral in the missile, Ace. It is very pleasing because you're like kind of like hooks out, and you're like.
Anything in particular you need me to roll while I'm backpack?
jump? What's your jump?
Strength. Just to see. Basically, as long as you don't botch,
fail the
you'll
roll,
be able
yeah.
to hold on.
While
Yeah,
it's going off,
I
how
think your
many
jump is
actions do I have? Like,
14.
am I able to kind of try and get out of, like, dodge or where they might have seen me? Because I
Yep.
do have, like, my matte black armor that's good for stealth. Am I able to kind of...
Yes, because you fired the missile on auto, like you have a chance to sort of be not there. I mean, again, it has fire coming out from under it, but you have a chance to be like, well, yes.
I'm going to
Fear
try
me.
and run to catch up with Tark and Glitch.
Okay, all right.
I'm firing from the turret.
Yeah,
I'm
before.
firing its pulse ammo.
Okay.
And I rolled 72 under.
Is the goal for Thumper Jr. to be driving or keeping the vehicle where it is?
Right now, I'm keeping the vehicle stationary.
Okay.
Yeah, Thumper Jr. would be at the wheel
Okay.
in case we need to move, but right now it's stationary. I'm just creating a distraction in one place.
Okay, roll your damage there. All of this, go and you roll your checks to see if you can get over the wall.
I mean, I have a jump of 27 meters.
Oh yeah, and the wall's only 10, so yes, no, you super yeet over it.
Yeah.
And what is
What is jump of 14 meters? Not as impressive.
same thing? It's boom, 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 boom. You know,
Two invisible fox.
over the top. Inside, once you get in, give me your observation checks because you all are actually in first because you're climbing. It does take some time to get up over
Sorry,
it.
just mix it up.
Yeah, and I'm 51 below. So
Okay, yeah,
And
no,
I do
it's
those pointless one ever to have rolled. I'm just like a do I not fall off of you?
you know what? It's like Glitch isn't there. You know what I mean? Like they're very much like Captain Morgan on your back
Yep.
while you were making your way up the hill there. Yes.
All right. I rolled a 34,
Mhm.
and I'm still not totally clear on how observation checks
Well,
work. but-
it is a skill that you do not possess there. So, what is your intuition?
the full is 52.
So once you get
But I
in,
have augmented with multi-spectrum optics and my hearing.
yes, when you get inside again, you also are aware of the fact that there are 11 on the wall that you went over. Since you have gotten the lay of this place, is your intention to land on one of the buildings where the hostiles are, or go past them into it?
Well, if I can land on one of the buildings behind some of the hostiles.
Yeah,
Okay.
blow up their butts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't see us.
like you did that one time with Haas.
Tactically
We're real.
So on the south wall, if you look at the map there basically is a gunner kind of in the southeast corner and another one sort of in the southwest corner on that building because
Oh,
those
that's
two are
the
kind
one
of
we're
connected there. So which one would you like to land on?
What were the two?
I would like.
That you just know that there's two sentients on the wall. That is the only thing you know.
All right.
Two hostiles.
And we're about to
sorry.
take the southwest boy, I think.
Oh,
is-
All right. Well, I will.
Take one. I'll take one.
Yeah. One
Oh,
each.
well, you all are in the north.
Yeah, we're on the
Okay,
north
cool.
side.
One each
All right,
then.
I thought we were fine.
Okay,
We're fine.
one each. Okay. And let's see.
Well, if you look at that the picture, you can kind of see a little ridge.
Mhm.
That's a bad place to go up.
Yeah, but you're good. Because it's a good visibility.
Thumper. Both of you rolled the damage, by the way, for what you did to the structure.
I'm just going to take the average damage, which is 45.
45?
I don't know what the damage on this turret is.
Do you happen to have the damage on the turret written down?
It just says it's a heavy machine gun weapon.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
Wow.
I'll say 4d6, and if it's not that, we'll do it with something else. Which if it's 4d6,
God has
that means
spoken.
the average is 16, I believe, is the average damage. I think.
2d6. They said it was 9. So
Oh,
They said it couldn't be done.
Sounds
there's
good.
40, or, yeah. Okay, so Ace. Boom! A huge shower which blows a significant hole in the side of this place. It's really not very well built and not very well thought out, apparently, because I mean your weapons are nice, but I mean there's much bigger missiles out here, and this is like huge hole. Like it opens blows a hole through the wall into the interior of what the structure would be on the other side.
She's kind of looking. She's got her rifle out and drawn because she's like, even though she's backing up towards to get to them, she's still looking to see if she can see any people like falling out of the hole she just created. And she kind of giggles to herself. She's like, "This is what you get for being a hipster. All your stuff sucks."
You very much hear like yelling and things. Like everything was fairly quiet inside, but once the chaos starts, you're yelling and shouting and people.
She's still gonna keep backing up with her gun facing towards where the chaos is until she sees anybody coming at her, and she's still gonna keep backing up to get to them.
Okay, Thumper, you do land, and when you land on the roof, you see an Eridani that is standing there with a gun in one hand and a sword in the other, like very much kind of like slightly down behind the wall,
Facing
like
away from me, right?
yes, facing away from you, very
Visible
much
enemy.
looking at the vehicle, at the skimmer.
Disintegrate!
Roll it. Let's see. And then Tark, Also, you made it over the wall.
Yeah.
Once you again, was your intention to land on one of the roofs where there might be a hostile, or to get inside? Because again, there were 6 essentially on the walls and 5 down inside.
Yeah, so the plan is with Glitch on top. Glitch has the first a shot to see anything. So the plan is get up there and throw the rope down for Ace to get up, and then basically hold the rope while Glitch is watching out and taking hostiles.
Okay. From up here, give me a quick observation here.
Absolutely.
And while they're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and check my orbital communicator that I left outside the planet.
Drain his energy.
Perfect. Haas, it will be your turn next, by the way.
Just making sure on things.
Give me your sensors check.
Me?
Yes.
Your
Your communications to
comms,
check your comms check thing.
I don't have a sensor yet.
Bypasses on.
I rolled an 8 under 135.
You're
So I feel like I probably got something if there's something to get.
I was like,
Or electric ECR.
pull out now, evacuate now, activating emergency transport systems, activating emergency transport systems.
It's just.
And Thumper Jr. looks at you and says, activating emergency transport systems? What are you talking
Check
about?
against that.
And whoosh, Sketch vanishes.
And I'll just disintegrate.
No, you
Glitch.
Yeah.
As you crest up over the edge of this facility on Tark's back, again, you had a phenomenal roll to hold on to him as he was scaling, so it's almost effortless. He's a sturdy platform. You know, you guys have done this before. When you get up to the north side, you actually still have a clear view out across the platform. You see actually you do not see your robot compatriots on the far side, but you do see an explosion and someone disappear right in front of you.
Okay.
And you see scrambling sentients down in the middle, but off in the distance, further south, you see something else. Missiles arcing up over the horizon. And you hear, Paul, hang on, we got incoming. Oh my God! And you see from the transport, the globe that you know Thumper Jr. is in, eject, and boom! The transport erupts. He's, pow! And you see her like flying through the air. It ejected as it was supposed to. And you all hear a deafening rumbling noise. It seems to be coming from everywhere at once.
What's going on?
I don't know. Keep an eye out.
Now, let's just go back to... and you were going to shoot somebody else.
Damn.
Yes. You, the 2 fought in particular on the south side of the facility, you all very much saw the skimmer get destroyed. Both Ace and Tark, you didn't see it, but you very much heard it.
Yeah, because we heard.
Yeah, she's on the car and you heard the explosion.
But I saw the pod escape.
You saw the pod escape, and you have not heard Sketch.
They were both in the pod. We're good. Let's finish this.
And you do see the pod. The pod is programmed to fly 100 meters and try and land to safety. So while you hear Thumper Jr. very much screaming and freaked out, the pod is currently intact and flying like it's supposed to.
We gotta stay focused. I vaporized the guy in front of me, didn't I?
You did vaporize him, and that would make it Haas's turn.
I would like to shoot a flux at Mach 6. Got 21.
Excellent.
That is
Fantastic.
enough. How much? What is your damage?
It's 44 is the average.
The average.
Omega.
It's an
Okay.
Omega weapon of death.
You got 4 more shots after that.
What's it? 8. It says 8d4 for damage.
Yeah,
what's
Or
the
8d10.
average?
8d10.
Or you can just take the
We're
average.
taking the average though for speed.
Yeet. Yep. Let's do that then.
Yeet.
Okay.
Yeet.
And so what was the average damage?
44.
You blow a huge hole in this giant ram's back, and it goes tumbling over the wall,
Perfect.
down over the side. Okay. Yes.
That means I have 3 more things?
Mhm.
Wait, is it not wearing any armor?
It was wearing armor.
You just thumped it.
Like, literally no one comes out here with no armor except you.
Well, not everyone can be
He's
as
wearing armor
skilled
now.
as me.
It's not great armor, but it's armor.
That's it. That's all.
Okay.
Goodbye.
It is the hostiles' turn. Let's see. Let's see.
Lots of dice.
And lots of people. They're doing an
I'm
assortment of
glad
things.
we're invisible.
Mm-hmm.
That means something.
Oh, poor Glitch. If only you were closer, you would have been invisible with us.
If only, right?
I can't be that close to Thumper.
I don't know yet.
All right. Let's see. You very much know this. Like you all have spent a lot of time together. You know exactly that the glitch shorts out electronics. It's a thing they do.
Yes, poor Thumper.
I still look exactly the same. Just have better armor.
Not at this exact second. You do not have better armor.
Oh yeah, I have worse armor now.
You're wearing my old light cruiser.
Tark. As you come over, one of the people that is manning this side of the wall turns and like shoots at you with an archaic weapon.
Okay.
What is your dodge rating?
My dodge is 30.
It very much hits.
Okay.
Okay. What is the threshold on your armor?
What part?
Wait. Not your head.
Yeah. 42.
It would be one.
Sorry, 42 is my head. Sorry. 17.
It bounces harmlessly off of your arm.
Okay.
Glitch.
Yeah.
What is the threshold on your armor?
My threshold is 12.
But the threshold on your head is much higher, right?
Yeah.
You hear pow, 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 pow. It's like 3 like bang into the side of your head, right on the wall.
Oh boy.
But it holds, and you hear the computer voice inside. That's all right. Just keep breathing. Everything's fine. We've kept you all intact. We're running a scan. Your cranial capacity is at 100%.
Good. I need all of it. I can't glitch out.
And the rest are misses. Like bullets spray wildly in the direction of the two of you, and you all hear this is becoming deafening, and you hear, and out of that building in the center of the facility, a literally four-wheeled vehicle, not a skimmer, like a truck, comes pulling out and starts peeling out towards to exit the facility.
Towards which
like to
end?
leave the main
south?
gate, which would be on the west side. To physically leave. Actually, it's not exactly. For our purposes, it's on the west side. No, it is to the south. No, it is trying to get out that gate to the south. Mm-hmm. So right out of the middle, it like peels out and it's like. Vroom.
Something's going weird with this facility.
What range is that?
It is going to come driving, and it will pass between 2 and even within. It will pass within 1 of Thumper and within 2 of Haas, because Thumper is on the tower to the southeast of the facility.
Well, let's take it out.
Mm-hmm. It's like it basically is
ready?
I'm ready.
like an armored transport like pickup truck though, like one of like the huge troop carriers that would. Of the modern day, which is an archaic relic, really, in this day and age.
Glitch, you got eyes on that? You think it's shielded?
What does it look like to me?
It looks like a. The name of these things is completely evading me, but just one.
Hummer?
Humvee?
No, but like it's named after a person. The big like troop transports. I mean, you who were in the military. What's the name of the trucks that all the troops ride in?
And you're just talking about a military truck?
Mm-hmm.
It would just be called a truck.
We call that a truck.
There's a name
The
for
technical
it. There's a technical
term?
name. It's like a
Truck.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, well,
It's from
that.
along.
Okay.
No, it's like
Are those
MC
typically
or whatever.
shielded in the 23rd century?
I mean, like
what am I-
flux shields.
I mean,
Yeah, what do I see?
it's
What do I-
A Bradley. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Oh,
Bradley's
okay.
like a
Bradley is
That's a tank.
That's a tank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a
Right at this
minute.
thing. What is
That's
the
a
name?
tank.
Right,
There's
yes,
a-
that's troop transport. These
There's
big
like the
missile-
Hummer,
Unimog.
and then there's a
Yeah.
which one?
It's a big ass truck.
Does it
what
have
do
a
you
shield?
do? You don't know.
Okay.
You have no way to
Fair
know.
enough.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
different trucks.
Okay, it's not.
Which
Shielding
one
is
are you
not
talking
visible.
about?
Mhm.
Cool. I can't see.
An H, M, and B.
Just have to take a guess. Just take a whack at it.
All right. I think I'm feeling something within me. Can I do something?
What?
It's not your turn.
Whenever it's my turn,
Mhm.
I have something I
Yeah,
can
it
do.
is. It is your turn, Thumper.
All right. So now, see, I'm debating like fig guns only work on flux fields, right? They don't
Right.
do anything else.
Yes, that is correct.
All right. Well, I'm going to stick with old reliable then. Matter obliterator.
Apparently, military tactical trucks is a thing, so it's a military tactical truck.
That's what
Alright.
it's
It's called a truck?
You just called it a truck.
You said
a
it was.
military tactical truck.
Well, if
Like
you're in the
a- like
military,
an
I guess you don't have to
F-150
call
is a
it
truck.
military.
They took a truck and painted it camo.
It's true.
Range band 1.
Yes. I mean, it depends. If you want to shoot,
Tactical map.
the moment you lay eyes
The
on it, it's
military
two.
owns it.
If you wanted to get close enough, you basically would be like point blank to it at one.
I'll wait till it's point blank.
Okay. And yes, yeah, I mean, yes. Then it's
Yeah.
it's a 2-second difference. So yes.
All right. So I rolled a 73 under my 216. So it's 70. What's what should we call it? 216.
You were definitely able to hit it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So that's my average damage of 50.
Boom! It like lays on its side and kind of like goes out for a second.
Stay down.
It is now, after that, it is Tark's turn.
I drop the rope, wait until Ace grabs it. And
Okay.
then as soon as Ace grabs it, I'm going to shoulder it, and I'm running off to the other side of the building.
Ace, do you do the cool like run over?
I do. As soon as I feel the tug, I just immediately.
You are at roll, just basically all you have to do is not crit fail, which again, put the odds at 50-50.
42 meaning life.
No, yes, no, you very much are able to like run up. And
Parkour.
but all the three of you
Do
that
the
are
parkour.
actually everyone, give me your observation rolls.
Nope.
You success. No, you're just head down. Just like,
I'm literally grab
Once
head
he
down,
thinks-
and as soon as I feel the weight gone, flap forward.
I don't see anything going on.
Yes, you're like, "Whoa." Oh, you very much don't. Yeah, no, but you're like, "Whoa, ah, ha."
I just know that I look very freaking cool.
No, you look super cool. No, but you land cool. Glitch.
More than 100 under. I rolled 4 on the dice.
So, Glitch, while your friends are like, again, Workhorse here is ready to like draw his sword with the rope over, and Ace very much lands like, yeah.
Show your
Pizzazz, that extra, those extra fingers.
That's it.
Jazz
You have 14
hands.
extra jazz. Yeah, it's smooth jazz.
Oh.
No, you land effortlessly, but blindly. Glitch.
Yeah.
When you look down across the way, you see something coming towards you. It is awful. It is crawling just past the wreckage of the skimmer, which you couldn't see it before because it was at least partially obscured, but the fire casts it in shadow. It is... I want to make sure I tell you the right size here.
I don't anticipate this with gladness.
It is not huge, honestly. It's only about 10 feet tall. Yeah. But
It's only 3 feet taller than me.
it is something that you were taught about in basic, but have never laid eyes on. It is a horrifying mixture of a gargantuan spider with the torso of a person, charitably, coming out of the top of it. And it is carrying an almost impossibly big weapon. And it is just walking past the wreckage. And it stops and looks and pokes at it with the barrel. And then turns and continues coming forward towards this facility.
It's arachnid.
It absolutely is an arachnid.
I'm sorry, did you
Frack,
say
frack,
arachnid?
yes, yes.
Glitch? Shh. We're gonna have to burn this whole planet to the ground, guys.
Sounds good to me.
I'm gonna make my way into that building. Extremely Jurassic Park Raptors energy.
Okay. To go towards the one in the center?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one I was right near, so
Right. Okay.
least possible movement.
Okay. You, Glitch, do you tell everyone in the comms?
Yes, I yeah.
When Glitch calls this out, the two of you turn and look to the south, and you can see it. Once it's pointed out to you, it is like coming towards, but it's sort of like right when it gets past the fire, it sort of shimmers and disappears.
Alright, we got a big Ned to the south. Alright, let's get whatever we need to get here and get under something fortified or whatever. What do we do? What do we do, Hoss?
I need to figure out the situation first. What? Can you repeat that? What are we looking at?
It's a 10-foot big mother that has a big gun.
It's like a centaur spider that's 10 feet tall.
And it came out of the truck?
It's coming from the south.
It came from the south through the gate, kind of
yes,
sniffed
it is
that
heading towards the
skimmer
gate.
that just got wrecked, and then shimmered and vanished, which is, fine. You can see the static. It's just like a little spark.
Yeah.
As I make my way into
It's
the building.
completely invisible?
Yeah, you should start a club.
Is it?
Alright, well
Does
somebody
that mean
who is
Ultravision wouldn't be able to see it?
well, somebody who is visible is gonna have to draw it in.
Well,
Then
guess
we can
what?
Flank it.
I'm on the ground. Let's do this.
So do you come into the inside of the structure?
Well, I mean, to get her up, I literally jumped off the other side of the building. So it was literally elevator status. And so I'm on the ground on the inside of the place.
From where you are, you have eyes on the south gate, which is open. So there's basically two burning wrecks outside the south gate. There is the truck, which is essentially just outside because Thumper thumped it. And there is the wreckage of the skiff, which is probably another 100 meters or so past that. And when Glitch saw it, it was by the wreckage of the skimmer.
Honestly, I think the best idea is to move clockwise and kill everybody as we're moving to draw out attention. And as soon as it comes into visibility.
After the truck fled, you have not seen anyone else.
Does it?
I was just about to say.
Does that even show up on my bioscanners?
At first, you were like, it just seemed like it was like a nonsensical reading. Like it couldn't quite process. Now it very much is registering.
Okay, so I can at least see it on that.
Does your invisibility hide you from bioscanners?
All spectrum.
Everything.
Then no,
Yeah.
it does not.
I think
I can't see the-
Hold on, we'll see right now.
It is not on the bioscanner.
Oh, so it's using like a matrixy magic
It says
power.
sound, vibration, and sonar can still detect me.
Sound vibration.
Sound, vibration, and sonar.
So it still makes
systems-
noise.
It has a
Oh.
negative 100 to detect targets affected. Sensor systems have a negative.
Roll.
Okay.
Which to see if you can detect it. Yep.
All right. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear it.
Can we hear the thumping?
You all of you have been trained to know though, this is a horrific killing machine.
I feel something deep inside me. It's bursting out. Oh, yeah, it worked. Wait,
What
did
did
it?
you roll for?
95.
Oh, did it work? Oh, there's
What is
something
it that
deep
you were
inside
trying
me.
to
It's
do? I
going
sent
back
you a-
inside.
What is it that you were trying to do?
Me? I was trying to make a dimensional prison.
No. I guess it didn't work then.
It did not
Yes.
work.
Mhm.
Try
23 under.
again next year.
At negative 100, no, you don't detect it. You saw it,
Yeah.
but it is gone.
Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense because I'm making my way into the building, so this is just a real quick flash anyway.
Mm-hmm. Although, do give me a quick observation check.
That was what I was just rolling.
Oh, that was observation.
Yeah, I was
Sorry,
23 under to
But
here.
I thought you were. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you were using your life scanner.
No, I had been earlier. You had asked for an auditory check.
Yes.
That was 23 under.
23 under to here.
Yes.
It is still surprisingly difficult because there's two flaming racks out here.
That seems unsurprisingly difficult.
Yeah. However, you do notice a pile of gear in here where there are bits and pieces of armor and weaponry.
In the building?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like Haas's?
It does look like it would be like the kind of thing Haas would be into.
Haas, I think I have eyes on your equipment
Thank
in
God.
this building up here in the north.
Fantastic.
Courtyard.
Can you mark that for me?
Yeah, north courtyard, in the building. to the freestanding one. I was looking to see if there was a computer console or anything.
A missile appears and completely destroys the interior building. Right in the middle of the facility, just like goes up in flames and
Just
kindling.
destroyed all my equipment.
No, it did not destroy.
Ah.
it.
No, that's
was
the one
in a
that
different
I'm
building.
in.
Mhm.
If it destroyed that one,
Well, I cry anyway.
Am I in the same room?
Not if Glitch is hurt, but if my gear's gone.
Glitch would be in the building that is basically like at the base of the wall where you were, because they were up there, saw the arachnid and noped out.
So
and
I'm
then-
on the roof there in the building.
Yes.
Do we have eyes on where the rocket came from?
no, it's probably the enemy that hit our ship from 5 clicks away when we were still in the air.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What are you
God
doing, Glitch? Or, Ace?
I'm gonna let's see. It's invisible, right? So
Mhm.
observation wouldn't help me at all.
It might. Again,
Alright,
it
don't
can be
freaking
heard.
All right.
Hard.
Heard.
Oh, I didn't
I'm gonna
barely,
roll and see.
barely made it.
Okay, so 4 under.
You hear like a
Yeah, that's the last one.
Do I hear which directions come from?
it is to the south on the inside of the gate.
Guys, I got clicking on the inside of the gate. It seems like it's closer to the south side. Again, you let me know when you want me to blow up the giant bug.
Well, I haven't.
Now's good.
If you can,
Actually,
hit it.
Actually, that makes a lot of
Hit
sense. If you can hit it.
Thumper, what do you do with this information? Because you realize you're right next to the gate.
Well, I'm gonna try to fire it, but can I make an observation check with hearing?
Yep, you absolutely can. That is something you are good at.
Oh, and I'm
excellent
finally
hearing.
out of your ears.
Oh, I rolled a 98 though. I don't think I made it.
Yikes.
Minus
I'll hear
your
for you.
40 for your ears.
All right, so that's 58.
Right.
But
but your
but it-
observation is 26.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
The only thing you can hear is Thumper Jr. screams echoing in your ear because she is still absolutely panicking on all comms. Like, Daddy, come get me! Daddy, I don't know! Daddy! Junior! Daddy, I don't know! I just... Stay frosty! Okay. I'm good.
Mute this channel so you get your shit sorted out.
He goes off.
What would the range of that thing be?
From where you are there, it would be the third band, roughly to where it again, you're not quite 100% sure where it is, but it's near the south gate, which is about band 3. And what is Tark doing during this? You can still roll.
I'm heading in the direction that Glitch told me that thing was in, plasma sword at the ready.
Okay.
And as I'm walking out, I'm yelling out, "Come out, you coward!"
When you come out and you yell, "Come out, you coward,"
Mm-hmm.
it shimmers into view. And it looks at you and it turns its incredibly alien head just sort of to the side and holds out one of its hands and it extends into a blade. And it literally looks at you and goes,
Run towards him. Sword in hand.
Can I shoot at it before he closes?
Thumper is technically first, so yeah. Mhm.
Everybody,
It's Thumper, then Tark, then Haas.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
See you, delicious
up in there.
bud buddy.
I have a few.
Please don't
things
roll
I'd
a
like to
98.
do.
Oh no, that was crazy. I rolled a 14,
Oh yeah,
and
facts.
is it range band 1 for me?
It would be range band 2 for you because it was invisible when it came through the gate, so it's a couple meters in.
So I rolled a 14, and it would be 186 is what I have. So I am significantly under by a whole lot.
Okay. Where would you hit it?
Center mass.
No, I mean you got to roll to see where you hit it.
Oh, what do I roll?
You know.
Roll 1d6.
I just shoot it perfectly through his
Yeah,
head.
you're like shoot it in the face.
I got a 5.
That's the left leg.
But can I bump?
Yes, you can bump.
Okay, I have a 15 in energy weapons.
So
So
you
it's
can-
2 bumps.
If you can bump it twice, but that will be 2 of your actions if you do that.
Okay, and I don't get a free bump.
No, because it is out of range 1.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I think I do want to use my bumps
Okay.
to get it to the head, I guess.
You're gonna move towards his head. Okay.
To bump towards the head, yeah.
Okay, so you bump up towards its head. It bumps back towards its arm. So you're like, and it's like, so basically when it's like, as this shot comes towards it.
Trying to track it.
So
Predict
you,
its movements, but it's so alien.
But you do it, yeah, it is incredibly alien, actually.
It doesn't move right. It's
But you
creepy.
feel an odd, almost appreciation for these. Because again, you know how Uncle Ernie feels about these things. It's more a jealous competition. Whereas everybody else is like, these are unstoppable nightmare menaces.
We are the best creation.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but roll.
The damage?
Yes.
Well, the average is 44.
Okay.
Or sorry, 50 on the matter obliterator.
Okay. And it attacks structural integrity first, correct?
Yeah.
All right. You do, but it does not go down.
Did I hit it in the blade arm?
You hit it in the other arm. It's got
okay.
a blade right here, and it got hit in the other arm. And again, it's got a lot of limbs, like a lot of limbs.
It's a spider.
Mm-hmm.
A nid.
So scary.
An arachnid.
Arachnid.
You right. It was like boom. You see right then up over its back. You a barrel flips over, shoots right back towards you. What is your dodge?
I don't want him
76.
to do it at him.
I can spring at a moment's notice. Got cybernetic legs.
You jump as the building you are on explodes. The building, the wall, everything all blows outwards as you basically like leap off.
Backflip.
Down to, well, if you backflip, you'll go out. Yeah, you land on the ground. I'll say out of arm's reach of it, but you are now on the ground with it.
Good.
Yes.
Right where I wanted to be. I didn't care about that building anyway.
Tark, it is your turn.
How many actions to get to it? One.
Yeah, one, because you're fast.
All right, so one action to get to it, and then I'm going to attack it.
Go give it a sad day.
I'm gonna do my bestest.
Bestie.
After Tark will be Haas.
So that is 50 under.
Okay. Hang on, let's see. Okay.
It is a 3, which is its left arm.
Okay.
Which I believe is the same arm that just got hit. And that is 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 16. That is 24 damage to its left arm. And it takes 4 structural integrity damage as well.
You crack into it, and a horrific, foul-smelling liquid comes out of it. But the arm does not come off.
Cool.
And you know how hard you hit that thing.
Cool.
But it is definitely wounded.
Second attack with the 20 bump. Means, also 20 below. Or, sorry, 50 below. So I rolled a 5, but I would like to use 2 bumps to hit that arm again.
Okay.
I like how these rolls are like Battlelords or Midwest winter temperatures.
All true. Por que no dos. Haas, whatever you're going to do, start rolling. So
20 damage to that arm, and then I'm... so that was a total of 5 actions. Move, attack, 2 bumps. Yeah, so that's 5 actions, and I'm holding my last one to defend.
Okay. No floor dice.
So yeah, that was 20 damage to that arm and an additional 4 to the structure.
Oh, interesting. Tark, as you're wailing on it, and you hear like cracking, and you see like blood coming out of it, it stabs you with the sword arm.
Okay.
For 24 points of damage.
Okay.
And 5 points of structural integrity.
Okay.
It hits you center mass.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Center mass. All right.
So what's your threshold center mass?
17.
All right. So 7 points go through.
Okay.
Into the absorption. And it does do 5 points of structural damage as you hear a loud crack when it stabs into you.
Okay.
And it looks at you, and its face is blank, but it's just like pure hate in its eyes.
I'm stone faced, just staring right at, even with its mandible and my chest.
Yeah, and you all very
Very
much see
scary.
like it is like jammed its sword into Tark, even as he's wailing on it. Haas, what are you doing?
I would
After
like
Haas, it will be Ace.
to oh, wait. Fuck. I mean, shoot.
You shoot? Yeah, shoot.
Yeah, shoot. I would like
Oh, shit.
to... Wait, I'm still in that building, right?
You're standing on top of the roof. You can very much see this. It is quite visible now. Like it is actively fighting Tark. And,
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. I would like... Is it range 2 still?
For you, it will be range 3 because you were at the other end of the facility.
How many actions can I take to get to range 1?
I would say 1. Again, you're fast. So you'd be like running along. Either you could run along the wall, which part of which is now ruined, or you can come down to the ground.
Yee.
Mhm.
Not on the low ground. High ground all day.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess take 1 action to do that, and then I want to smash it with the Devastator.
Okay.
Which is 44 damage. I have.
You have to roll to hit.
Yeah.
Well, I did 78 in the first one, which was under 90, which is what I needed. I rolled like when you told me to
12.
roll.
So that is actually not enough to hit it.
Because it has dodge.
Like it is.
Well, shoot.
It is again. This thing is gigantic. You would think it's very lumbering. It is not. It is incredibly agile.
But
Mhm.
I did get a 22 on a Matrix powers.
Mm.
That's called glue. And all I gotta do is aim at it and be like, look right there.
And what is it that you were trying to do?
It secures a target to another object. Target must make a strength check with a high average, minus 25 difficulty. Each level gen skill beyond first increases difficulty by 5%. And I have 5 points in gen skill, which would make it 45, I believe. So you have to get better than that, I guess. And that I want to basically glue its feet to the ground. That would be the object I would like to.
Okay. It does have a number of legs, but you definitely see the like glue start to appear around.
Just takes
And
one to
it
go to
whips
the-
around at you, and like its eyes glow, and you feel a tremendous pain go through your mind. Make a mental ECR.
I don't even know
That
what
should be one of your
means.
numbers on there, on your character sheet. You need to roll under that, or tell me if you do not.
Mental.
Please roll under that. Thank you.
Mental ECR.
Yes.
Oh wait, what's the?
Oh yeah, because you got the different armor.
The helmet doesn't give you any extra. Oh wait, no, 25.
Ace.
Oh, that's your other gear.
Yeah.
Ace goes into comms,
Yeah.
but Tark, how you
You have,
looking over there,
25,
buddy?
you have 25 of your own.
I've always loved you.
character.
I'm alive.
So here's the thing: if I shoot a rocket
Oh,
at
I'm
the thing
dead.
that's got you stabbed, are you gonna live through it?
Yes.
All right. And she fires, and it was 59 under the number.
Wait, you can see me?
Dare.
I'm invisible.
Yeah, but you're attacking it. Yeah, and also it's
With
got powers of
glue?
its own. And bullets.
You don't know
It
that.
is not a
attacking with
subtle
It's
weapon.
Mach 6.
It turns and looks at you,
It's mocking you.
and you just feel everything freeze, and you fall off the wall outside of the facility. You're like, boom!
That's okay.
he all right?
He does not respond.
I'm crying on the
First
inside.
touch now, Hoss.
Okay, Ace.
Well, shit.
I shoot the rocket. 59 under.
Are you shooting
my
the
last
arm
major
rocket,
power
the
anyway.
anti-personnel, or are you shooting one of the building destroying
Wait, did the
things?
glue
Big
work?
building destroying things at the
It
spider.
started to work.
Okay, alright.
So the glue is starting to work
Oh,
though?
because he's
You
built like
saw
a
the glue
brick.
form. You don't know if it's in place or not. Like so far, it hasn't tried to leave. It's very much fighting Tark, and with it does have one like mangled arm. Like you all have definitely heard it, but
I'm
it
just
it
saying,
doesn't.
if it gets glued there,
its
everybody just lay
affect
fire.
seems to be
to
like
it.
it doesn't seem to be reacting in any way. Like it very much is like regarding you all like
That was
you're
the last
nothing.
power I could use.
Okay.
I mean, even stationary is dangerous.
you rolled
better
what
than
there?
moving.
Sorry.
59 under.
yeah.
Okay. Hold on here.
If I do die, there's a letter. It's messaged out to you.
What? Don't talk like that, Hoss.
Huh?
Roll to see your target.
I just want you to get this letter. Tell my 7,000 kids I love them.
It goes hurtling towards the creature, and it literally moves its arm and uses Tark to hit the
Can
missile.
I bump it?
Yes, bump, because it's bumping.
Bump it a lot, bump it a lot.
It is
Please
trying to bump it away.
Bump it a
So-
ton.
I'll bump it twice.
Okay.
Yes.
I saved up an action to also defensively bump.
Towards where? It is
Towards
not
it.
actually going to put you in front of it to take it, because that'd be a bit meta. It's like, I has a Tark shield. Pow.
Can I get to its face?
Yes, you could theoretically aim towards its head.
I
two
would like
bumps you
to
can get
bump
anyway.
towards its face.
Okay. It is going to bump back towards the arm that does have Tark attached to it. So I will not say you get hit, because again, that would be unfair. But as you try and arc, again, it is shocking how fast this thing moves. And while one arm is completely, like, very much damaged, and the other one is stabbing Tark, it's sort of like, it takes it in the
Right in
arm.
the elbow.
Mm-hmm. So, what's the damage on that?
The average is 45, I believe.
Okay. Bang! Again, Tark, you get a semi-satisfying spray of blood in chunks all over you, but again, that missile was pretty close. You're like, yeah, oh, okay, right. No, I'm all right. I'm all right.
She just says, sorry, buddy, you told me you could take it.
Okay.
Phrasing.
Giggity. And we are to glitch.
Yeah. I want to lean out the door of the building with my rifle, and I'm going to take 3 shots. They're going to be called shots. I'm just gonna aim for its eye, which is a -90. So, we'll just see how that do. So I rolled them out. I'm just finishing up with the math. So, 177.
Its dodge is 26, by the way. Actually, it is out of dodges for this round.
Oh, perfect. Good. That's very useful
Dodge
to me.
this.
So, yes. Then I will shoot all 3 into its eye, because the first one was a 62, the second one was a 1, and the third one was a 2 on the dice before my 177.
Savage!
What's the damage?
Each of them are 10. It's a laser, so it ignores absorption, and all of them are into its eye.
You do various, and you see, like, it does not bleed because it's a laser. Like, you see Tark, its eye is shot out, like, completely. It's just like,
Ow.
and it does, like, wince. This is the first, actually, almost reaction that you got out of it, but it does not go down.
Well done.
So,
Glitch.
yeah. Cool. 30 points of damage. I use my remaining 3 actions for dodge.
Okay.
Like the other half of my actions.
I wish I could do the same. Help.
Help!
So I think Texas had damage. Just like
Anybody?
Tark.
proud of me, Death Daddy.
We are around to the top of the next round. Tark, although you can dodge, but it will still be a part of this round's action pool. The same gun that was over its shoulder that it blew the wall out, aiming at Thumper, turns right at you point blank.
Oh yeah, for sure I'm gonna try to dodge that.
Just take it to the face.
Taser face! Call me rocket face. My dodge is a 30.
I will say it. You might want to look into the full dodge, because it is going to hit you point blank.
What is full dodge?
What is?
Where you use all of your actions to do nothing but dodge.
Oh, for the next round?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm down.
Or
Thank
you
you.
will be. I'm like pro tip. You just saw this, like, completely.
I don't die! I don't die!
I mean, you still might. I just want to.
Yeah. I'm with you.
You leave when Glitch tells you to leave, and not before.
Not 1 second before.
Sorry.
Pro tip, I'm just not going to tell him. And then he doesn't die.
All right, so actively dodge. If you actively dodge, you have to spend all of your actions. Oh no, but that is it. That is your.
That's your whole turn.
Yep. And then theoretically, you can defensively bump also.
Cool.
So.
You have all
well, hold
the
on.
actions in the world to do that.
6.
I thought
It's a good
I swear
life.
there was some mechanic to do nothing but run and dodge. I thought. Apparently,
Well, I can't run. There's a sword in me.
Right. Oh no, wait.
Hold on, let me just.
Pull it out.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, yes. When we were talking about moving at 2 points, by the way, it takes half your actions to bump once. It takes all of your actions to bump twice. So the defensive ones, if you're doing that, that is the only thing you can do is defensive bumps.
Gotcha.
So you have a choice. You either can attempt to do the active dodge, but I will tell you he rolled incredibly well and is going to hit you.
Sure.
Or you could spend this for 2 bumps to try and move it away, because right now it is one of your arms.
Okay, then I'll use my full action to move it to a leg. Or a head. That's a difficult choice.
You very much saw this weapon take out a wall in a building.
Alright, let's do a leg. Let's get rid of a leg.
It hits you for 78 points of damage. How many body points does Tark have?
Body points?
Not
Well,
that many.
Not that many,
Subtract,
yeah.
Subtract your threshold, subtract your absorption, and
Okay,
tell me how
so-
much gets through to you.
So my threshold's 17, and my leg is 70 for absorption.
All right.
So that is 7. That's 87. And then what did you hit me with?
So he hits you for 78.
So 1. Oh wait, 78.
Mhm.
So my absorption's 70 and my threshold's 17. So the total of that.
Okay. So in your leg, the absorption 78?
No, my leg absorption is 70. 70.
Right. So yes, you have to do the math, but it basically like blows almost all the armor off your leg.
Cool.
Like it is then like there is like a thin veneer of padding on it, and it's good. Eye just sort of like looks at you and like narrows a little bit.
The one eye.
Mhm.
It's got like-
Thumper, it is your turn.
All right.
After Thumper will be Tark.
Is there another building close enough that I could run and leap to the top of to fire from cover from there?
It would not be cover, but you'd be from elevation because along the top of the walls is open.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I want to leap up to one of the inner courtyard buildings. It's relatively close to this thing, but it gives me the higher
from
ground.
the inner court, the only inner courtyard.
I mean, that's where it is, right? That's where we're fighting
it's
this thing.
it's kind of just inside the south gate.
Oh, okay.
The inner courtyard, the main building in the middle, it destroyed. The building sort of to the far right of that is where Glitch is located. And there is another facility kind of standing right in the middle, sort of just straight north of you from the wall.
I'll hop up onto that one then.
Okay.
And then I'll
You jump very far, so that's just one action.
leap, and then I want to take a shot at it.
Okay, roll it.
Well, which range band is it?
It is now range band 3.
Okay. All right. So
After this is Tark then Haas, so you all start thinking what you're going to do and making your checks.
Am I able to do anything?
3.
Can I spend all my actions to bump it?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
No. Had you not, that would have gone very poorly.
Please spend your full round with gratitude for continuing
Yeah,
to be alive.
yeah. Yeah, so you could just go ahead and just skip me this time. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. You're like literally missing me with that. Mm-hmm. Yep. That is all of your actions depending.
All right. So I roll.
Actually, I take that back. You get 1 free defensive bump because of your melee weapon, so that would have only taken half of your actions.
So I've got 3 left.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. So I am 108 under.
That is enough to hit it.
All right. So that is
First, tell me where.
D6.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 5.
That is in one of its legs, okay?
Can I spend? Now the legs are in the process of getting glued to the ground, right?
So far, it has not moved from the spot where it got glued.
All right.
You don't know if it can, but you do know it hasn't.
Okay. I think I'll just take that then. I gotta save my stuff for defensive bumps. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna take it. So yeah, 50 points of damage on position 5 leg.
You do blow one of its legs clean off, but I mean, it's got 8. Mm-hmm. Again, you're close enough, Tark, that you kind of hear it like grunt and say something, but you don't know what it's saying. But it's very much.
I
Does it
don't
come
care what he
through
has to say.
the comm?
Yeah, the language analyzer.
The arachnid language is not known. Well, you know what? It's got a 30% chance to know it.
Yeah.
Because this is not some. Oh, and I rolled a 9.
Oh, Oh, hey!
It is basically talking about how it will crack you open and pull out all of your ribs and devour them while you watch and die in agony.
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, Ace translates.
Totally is.
I mean, next time, don't worry about translating
while they're
that.
alive.
I mean, I just wanted to let you know it was
try
very
this,
angry.
Haas is paralyzed. Haas does nothing. Okay.
Can I look pretty while paralyzed?
You do not.
Damn.
Okay. Tark. Not Tark, actually. Thumper. It, once its, leg gets blown off, it, over the other shoulder, you see another one of those missiles, flip over and straight towards you. Are you dodging?
I am.
Okay. And your dodge is what?
My dodge is 76.
Nice.
I'm an agile big bunny.
I like it.
You leap off in time for the building to again just utterly explode. Boom! Sure, rain, sparks, and things everywhere.
I gotta find a new spot.
Ace.
She is going to head towards Tark and Haas and try and get as close to them as possible because they are in pretty gnarly shape.
Haas is outside the wall. You actually don't know what happened to him. He just fell over the wall and you haven't seen him since.
Oh, great.
He's just on
Tark
a
is
sketch.
still basically point blank with this thing and is very clearly wounded.
You could kill it faster.
Yeah,
That's a good way to
I
make
mean,
sure our friends
literally over comms, I'm yelling, give it everything you have.
More
now."
DPS.
And she, there is a burst, I know, on these missiles, but I did not write it down. But I think one of them I'm able to burst a ton of them.
Which one is it?
Heavy gunner.
I think it's the big one, but I'm not entirely.
What's the name of it so I can keep word search for it?
Digiton.
Okay, let's see.
And the ballistics are the arm missiles that I have, if it's not that one.
I've also rolled my attacks already, so.
You used all your stuff to dodge. Oh,
No,
no, you have
just-
half. Yes,
yeah,
I
you
did
just
say
told
you
me
have
it.
half. I did. Oh, then yeah, please actually give that to me because that would happen
All right.
before she shot.
So, yeah, go for it.
These do not. The Digiton do not have a burst because again they're designed to destroy structures.
Okay.
They hit really hard, but it's very much like.
So it's probably the arm missiles. But that being said, then I'll still just can I shoot twice?
All things being equal, if your desire is to drop the thing, hitting it with your missiles is probably that is your opportunity to do the most damage.
Yeah. Can I shoot 2 missiles at it as a single shot, basically?
Yes, but it will be -20 each time.
Yeah.
That is fine.
Yeah, do it anyway. It's a good life.
Unload.
I'm just taking single shots all day.
Go Tark, please.
So, first one is.
Oh, I have told you wrong.
Uh-oh.
You are capable of bursting at 5 or full at 10. So you can shoot 10 missiles at once.
That's what I thought. That's
and
what
be
I
like,
thought.
stinger
Yes.
missiles!
Yes, she does. That is what she does. She goes
do that.
full reign of terror
Tark,
on this thing.
Kill
She
everything.
yells through the comms that she's about to do this, and 12 missiles are about to land point blank where you are.
Is he still got a hold of me?
Oh, yeah. I mean, not to the extent that you cannot leave, but I
Leave!
mean, you're right here,
Quick technical
and
question.
she's about to death blossom.
Sure.
Yes.
What are, if we can look up real quick, the necromal injection, is there a range on that? If they're dead, do I not bring them back?
The body has to be preserved for a couple of days. It basically has to be intact.
Yeah.
If
Not
you
going to
blowing
pieces
you to
by
smithereens.
rock.
Yeah.
no,
Probably not
the way
it's
to
a
go.
one-way trip. If he is in the way when these missiles hit,
All right,
it's a
so
wrap.
as these are coming in.
Although you do have a chance to act beforehand.
Yeah. So I have 3 actions because it used half of my actions, right? So now I have a total of 6. I'm attacking twice and I'm running on my 3rd.
The Eridani way.
It's
This is
grudgingly.
I'm gonna see how this
You
works.
just want little sister to have a chance. That's all.
Just a little bit. So
Yeah.
the first one is approximately 90 under, and then the next one, even with the 20 additional for the second attack, is over 100 under. The first hit is right leg, Second hit is chest. First one is 26 damage to the right leg. And then the chest
Cracks it.
is a 27 damage. And then I GTFO.
It sees you leaving as... And it... Let's see...
Do the structural missiles penetrate his threshold? I
Crazy.
feel like maybe
Ooh.
That's how terrible it was, and everybody died!
I was
I'm sorry. I got
No,
stressed.
it's emotions, yeah, and you
The
like shut
glitch.
everything out. Tark, as you turn to run and you see your friend yelling as all these missiles come like launching out all over her, coming in this direction, it spits and a glob of webbing hits your leg and holds you in place. You will have one chance to get out of the way before all these missiles land.
All right, what do I need to do?
It's a strength check.
Oh, well.
You'll have one shot at it.
Okay, just I don't want to vomit on my sweater.
I want you to know it missed. It got it by 3%. 3% it got it.
So I am
Aren't you good?
65 under. 65, because I have 120 is my strength, and I rolled a 55.
You needed under 40. So here's how this is going to happen.
So wait,
I'm under 65.
No, you roll at negative 80 to break the glue.
Oh.
So
Nicky.
here's the question.
Let's do this. Let's see how much damage I take.
Soak it.
All of it.
Take it.
How
Everyone's
this is
dead.
going to work. Because you
Get
shot
that paralyzed
12.
outside.
We will say even and odd. Okay?
Okay.
So, if it is even, it hits the arachnid. Well,
I was gonna say I think let's have May feel the pain of that.
Splash damage.
So this is essentially what now? Because it's the direct weapon plus.
I'm going to say because it is in fact rooted in place, and he is also rooted in place. Unless you roll 100, you will not miss.
Oh, I
The
rolled a 61.
Yeah, so the missiles are going to land. The question now is how many missiles hit the arachnid and how many missiles hit Tark.
So which die would you like me to roll for that?
So,
Ooh, what if you did, because it's a burst, right? What if you did the D12, 1 through 6 hits the arachnid, your target, and then the 7 through 12, which is your normal miss, would hit me instead. That's still 50-50, right?
yeah, that's fair.
And you're still using the same mechanic.
That is fair. So you're going to roll
Yeah,
1d12, but
chance
you're
of
going to roll 1d12 12 times.
And let's roll like 1 through 6. That'd be great.
That is one that is going to hit you.
All right, 1.
One that is going to hit it.
Okay.
2 that are going to hit it.
Okay.
2 that are going to hit you.
This is right down.
Even.
3 that are going to hit it. 4 that are going to hit it.
All right.
What is that,
9.
sorry?
That's
3
me.
that are going to hit you. What is that?
It's a 9.
That is 4 that are going to hit you.
Split.
That's 4.
5, 3 more.
1 for the bug.
So okay, and then
Floor dice don't
only
count.
so that's 6. So you do 1 more after this. You're
for
still
the bug.
hitting it, so 1 more. Actually, the floor dice didn't count.
7.
So
I'll
5?
I'll be kind. 4 hits you. I appreciate you understanding.
Only 4 missiles.
I need more.
These things hit pretty hard, though.
Yeah,
And
well.
these are Digiton missiles that you
They
did this,
are
right?
indeed.
Destroy buildings.
They
I
did.
understand that. I don't have a choice at the moment.
So what
Don't
is
smile
your?
about it so much.
All right. So hang on. We'll.
All right, so
So that is going to be 1 is 3 is an arm, correct?
correct.
1 arm, the same arm, the head,
Okay.
and the leg. So it's
Okay.
4.
Okay.
2 in the same arm, 1 in the head.
You
one
said
in the
4?
leg.
Because
I
4
did
is
say
another arm.
No, I mean 4 total shots.
So two arm.
2 in the arm, 1 in the head, 1 in the leg.
Okay.
What is the threshold on your head?
42.
It does 45. So 3 to the threshold to your head. What is the threshold on your arm?
On my arm, it is that's SI. Sorry, 17.
Okay, so each one is going to do. Sorry, I'm doing maths, y'all.
Like 9.
This is Chick Stick Scars. If you live through this, you're gonna have a story for the Eridani at the bar.
In my defense, the arm does have quite a bit of absorption.
And so the first one is 28 to the absorption.
Okay, hold on. Let me write this down. 28.
So it's gonna be twice. It'll be 28 and 28 because in the same arm.
Okay, so that's 56. Yeah. So my absorption on my arm is 104.
Okay. Right.
And then the head.
Yep.
You're rolling that one still.
The head was 45 was the damage, so only 3 got through.
My absorption on my head is 30.
And your leg, the armor was ruined. So that is, you're in flavor country there.
Yep.
How much absorption was left there?
So you had done, where's my leg? There's my leg. So you had done, no, it went through my absorption. It's gone.
It completely ate it.
Yeah,
Right.
it's gone. So my leg's taken all of it.
So 40. So you're boom, 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 boom. Pow! His leg is blown off completely for 45 points of damage. And how many body points have you got?
Not 45.
Well, body points plus death door.
No, not 45. Yeah.
And Tark falls to the ground as the creature boom, 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 and drops over also.
Okay, most of his body's still intact, so she's gonna, when that goes down, she's gonna run over and she's gonna hit him with the necromal injection.
You see him laying there. And what was your total for your body points in your death store?
45.
It was 45?
Yeah.
Oh, 45 is what you took.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is relatively intact, actually.
Okay.
And you pull, like, there's holes all in him as he's, like, laying there on the ground. And you hit him with a necromal injection. Agony.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know I'm doing everything in my power not to scream. No, fuck it, I'm screaming.
She's gonna also take out the laser sword, the plasma sword. Does that do like cauterization?
Oh, his leg's like gone. Like
yeah, my leg's gone,
no,
and don't worry about
So it's
bleeding.
not
I
like
just
you're
don't
not
bleed.
bleeding out. Oh, okay, okay.
Right,
So
yeah.
you're fine with it. She'll be like, okay, I know you're in pain. Is there anything else I can get you here? And she hands him a flask of the whatever whiskey she's got.
Weirdly enough, it's gone all of a sudden. Yeah.
Over the comms, you hear, emergency evacuation, activate your signal boosters, we've got to get you all out of there. The planet is lost, repeat, the planet is lost.
All right, how do we get out of here, guys?
I gotta go fight Hoss first.
Yeah, that's probably wise. Can you walk, Tark, buddy?
And not at all. Yeah.
Help me.
It's, you all have been through a lot. You never seen anything like this. Like, you know he was gone.
Come on.
How we
We have to
gonna
move.
get him?
We have to move.
Are you strong? I'm not.
And you all hear the noise again.
Thumper, you got any way to come help us
We
get
don't
Tark?
have a vehicle. We don't have.
All right, incoming.
Activate emergency signal boosters. Activate emergency signal boosters.
Yeah.
She's got a transmitter
making an afraid.
as well. Is there any way that she can use that to?
You turn it on.
Yeah.
You hear, Paul, I got Uncle Hoss.
Let's get clear,
You
folks.
all
Junior's
feel
got Hoss.
nothing. And appear on the bridge of the ship. And collapse. Down on the surface, you see as you can see on the side of the ship, heavy cannons. Boom, boom, boom. and Knowlton comes walking in. And he looks over at you, Tark, and he's like, at ease, soldier. And that is a good place for us to stop.
Well, shit.
Gonna start loading up cybernetic legs now.
So I just want to say one thing. It so happened that she'd rolled on a table where she had one of those to bring back a dead person, or it would have been a wrap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You mentioned it at the first of the episode, which it didn't even click to me because you were like, you held it out, like just to stab yourself, just in case.
In case we crash land.
I get it.
Excuse you. Die.
I did die.
When Glitch says you die, and not before.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah. So yeah, hey, that was episode 2 of Battlelords. That was an arachnid, just one. Cool.
there's
I
not
hate
going to be any more next
I hate them. I
session,
hate them
right?
all. I hate
We
every
destroyed
single one.
the whole planet, so they're gone, right?
That's it. There's no more.
Yeah.
Technically,
Of course,
it did
of course.
end in flames. I think we got them all.
Next episode's a
I won't
shopping
believe this
episode.
until I
No,
see
they're
it.
not.
Fire is the only way to be sure.
Shopping.
2-part shopping episode.
Yeah,
That's-
shopping and then like a beach episode.
That's
You gotta
right.
shop before the episode. You're
Yeah.
gonna need to.
Resort.
You're gonna want to shop before the episode.
No, you all definitely learned a lot about what you're really up against out there. So, real quick,
Maybe
let's
use my armor.
tell everybody who you are, where they can find you.
My name's Jake. I am one of the co-founders of QueueTimes. So everything you see on this channel, I help put together in some form or fashion. I'm also on a show called Game Gorgon, which is an educational YouTube series where we talk about different tabletop games. We're gonna have Dave on hopefully before this comes out. So check
Maybe
out.
you saw it. I was awesome.
Check Game Gorgon out for to learn more about Battlelords. But yeah, that's all the things I do.
Hello, I'm D'Artagnan Italiano, and you can find me at Italiano at all the socials. I am an actor and singer, and I like to have nerdy times with my friends. You can find me on these shows, and then maybe you'll see me in other places. Who knows? I don't know.
Hey, I'm Alcon Gersh, Different Elves on Twitch and Twitter. You can check out my channel to watch some of the games I've run, or you can see me with folks on this channel or other channels like Hyper RPG, guesting in other shows. Yeah, we'll see you for the finale.
Yeah, well, we got 2 more. We got 2 more.
The shopping finale.
Shopping finale.
Yeah.
No, it's-
I'm seeing that the finale is a 2-part mega episode.
Shopping, then hot
There's
springs.
shopping then hot springs.
You gotta have the hot springs.
Yes. can't forget.
Also, by now, you can catch us Sundays on Vampire the Masquerade, Long Beach by night. You can see us there saying words, and maybe we'll have announced some other things by the time you see this, because, spoiler alert, we're talking to you from the very recent past. B-Day Walters, find me, by now. LA by night, Friday nights, 8 o'clock. You should check it out. We do vampire stuff there, too, so you can have like a whole vampire weekend, really. Which, if that is not a band name,
Yeah, I hear they're playing at the Trube.
I am Melee Damage. I play Lula on Long Beach by night here on QueueTimes on Sundays. I also am a musician, actress. I do cosplay stuff, just all the things. I have a Twitch channel, a Patreon. Everything is / Melee Damage, which is MAYLEIGH damage. And yeah.
My favorite thing about the missile thing is it works exactly once. Like, you shoot them all. You're like, this is it, here we go.
Time to die.
And yes, last but certainly not least, Bromigo.
I am Sam Delev. You can find me on Twitter at Tchaikovsky, CHAIKOVSKY. Catch me here on Mondays for Clear Skies, the Star Trek Adventures RPG that we do with Eric Campbell and the Streampunks. That's Mondays at 6:30 PST. You'll also catch me coming soon with LFM for Veiled Alliance, the Dark Sun 5e homebrew. I'm very excited for that, so please follow my Twitter for more details. And you can catch me as Reese on Long Beach by night. That's where I take lots of melee damage and bad decisions.
Yeah, boy.
But also on Sundays, you can catch me on New Pantheon from 5 to 8 p.m. PST, which is the Demigods game where I play Bells, the child of Aphrodite, and pretty much opposite of my Sunday afternoon.
So yeah, we are going to have a 2-part finale. Episode 3 and 4 will be fine.
Oh yeah, 3 week golden.
And
We're
somebody's
good.
going to have like a machine gun leg.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out now.
Hey, again,
You're welcome.
shout out to
You're welcome.
I don't know. Do you get credit though? Because yes, you brought him back, but also you killed him. So what the...
And I will probably be the surgeon attaching his machine gun leg. So you're welcome.
It is the circle of life. You are full service like that. That is true. All right, we will see y'all next time. Bye.